we go. Alright, let's begin. Welcome everyone to a random stream today, earlier than normal. Welcome everybody back. Today I am joined by Tam King and Jazich, as usual, to wreak havoc upon the water once more, and continue our... What'd you say? Even though we're not in the desert. But welcome everyone. Hello, and welcome to a surprise stream of some World of Warships for the heck of it. I chose to do this before, right now, because I couldn't think of anything else I could start fast enough that I would have to quit out and get everything set up. I only have a little bit of time anyways. So, I decided to do this. However, to let you guys know, since I'm pumped up to play this game again, finally, because it might actually work now because it's on a better system and it seems to have had a lot of changes made to it. We are going to be doing another night shift tonight after I return home. It won't be until I get back from my event that I'm going to with my family later today. But I will be doing another night shift tonight. I guess we'll head to, well, everybody's kind of going everywhere. I guess B and C is what I'm going to watch. But yeah. Just to give y'all guys a heads up, we're going to be doing that tonight. And continuing where we left off last night, with our FNAF escapades. We got a lot done last night. If anyone got to see any of the episode, or if you see it later on, we got a lot of progress done in last night's episode versus the PS4 version. And it might be more because, well, I actually didn't have to stop a lot of the times, whereas I had to in the PS4, where I had to kind of take it slow, so certain things would render in and there wouldn't be frame drop and the animatronics wouldn't break on me. Because I'm able to now kind of just not, like, where if I get caught I'm okay and everything's completely fine, I can kind of push it a lot faster through the story. So we're already a quarter of the way through the first portion. So, I'm getting shot at by both sides now. I shouldn't have turned that way. Luckily, most of those didn't do anything. I need to turn away now. Destroyer. Time to kite away.
I'm gonna
Lock
push
my
it.
guns.
Yeah, I'm gonna push
On
it
the
to this
Ismail.
big rock there. Rocky 360.
I'm turning away because I have to get out of. I have to slow down over here at this angle.
This is gonna be beautiful to see because now you get to see what bombers look like at night time.
Oh yeah, it is cool. It's very easy to see the planes at night. Well, with the backdrop of the stars, anyways. In real life,
Mine's dark green because you won't be able to see it from underneath. Hey, there's a destroyer in those that Cloud City.
I'm kind of sitting behind an island myself right now, just shooting at the Ismail from a distance. Alright, Ismail's wounded.
You gotta look at the Ismail. Watch as my bombs drop on him. Hoo-hoo-hoo! Oh fuck. I love my bombers.
Queen Elizabeth is retreating, so they're all retreating right now.
Yeah, because they have 3 destroyers. There's another fire and then retreat. That was awesome to look at. Yeah, because there's a destroyer at sea. Look at them! Oh, they should have a bomb squad.
The destroyer's to my right somewhere.
Now check behind each island.
You might want to turn around, James. You're getting a little too close.
I'm not. I can't be close if I'm parked.
Alright, you look where you're at on the map versus that destroyer coming towards you.
Oh, I sighted the Akatsuki. And there's another Magana.
Oh no.
Negative.
One. That's doable.
We're taking on water quickly.
Frick you, bruh. You say you need help, but I got torpedoes launched on me now instead of you. I don't know why I didn't shotgun you.
I know, I'm turning around.
Reporting the target position. All stations requesting fire on the designated target.
I'm gonna go over here instead. I'm going over here.
Torpedoes, direct front.
No, I need to go over here with Time King. Oh, I actually fucking don't. Ooh.
Oh, I ran into it! Damn it!
Hold below the water line.
I'm flooding now. I'm in trouble. I really need backup over here. Trying to cover the entire area in bullets. I could have hit him. Oh man. Ah.
I haven't been detected or not.
Problem solved, sir.
Squadron detected. Put a fighter over here. I'm searching for the other two destroyers. Actually, no, I'm gonna help over here. I'm gonna help by A. Okay, A looks like it needs the help the most, because there's a Yuahi and a Gato and a Queen Rosary.
Fire on the enemy warship.
Alright, the destroyer's back over at sea.
One of them is.
Yeah, but that's the one that almost killed me. You see my health. That dude's been there the whole time. No one's been doing anything about him.
Oh, the West is over here. Whoa. Okay. Okay, Lily.
Here we go. Alright. Skyname's done.
Oh, I'm dead. Whoa. Okay.
Yeah, the Skynet got the Fabricio or whatever. The Fabricio was being real dumb.
Get back. Set a smoke screen.
Yeah, okay. Let him die. Yep, there it is. Let him die.
Enemy team has taken the lead.
This is why teams lose.
Uh-oh. Need help.
What, the destroyer? Yeah, I already know about him.
Designated target.
No, because he's really close to me. Because he's at the edge of my board of getting spotted. That's how close he is. I don't know exactly where he is, but I'm gonna launch 2 torpedoes. And one of them hit!
Damn it, I lost him. If you do that again, I can see him. Apparently, you doing a run inside the smoke spots him. With the torpedo bombers.
The enemy is about to win.
There. I don't know. Yeah, hold on.
There it is. I'm giving him longer though. As far as like.
Battle ends in 5 minutes.
There you are. Damn it. It keeps disappearing. It's because his AA fired.
My
to give him
squad's got
away.
shut down, so I couldn't do no about that.
He turned his AA off immediately.
Going there.
Take the risk.
Enemy is about to win.
No, the point fight over you.
Ah, what were those shots? Turn left hard.
These guys booked to you.
He probably launched torps. That's why I'm turning towards him. Let my front guns do the work now. Yep, here they come.
Yep.
Got him.
Enemy destroyer blown up.
Problem is, I gotta wait till these torps go wide so I can get in between them. Oh, I am. Come on, back the other way. Oh, yeah, I'm dead. Damn it. They were too narrow. Alright, I guess I'm gonna try to kill the Ismail before I die.
I wounded that Ismail with
Never mind. You
Good
got a
fucking
fucking
hear you.
citadel through my deck.
You get did that. That is it.
Well, this is a bust. This is what happens when your team rushes in by like a bunch of apes. Like, our team had no business pushing that hard. I don't know why everybody did that. I stayed back. Because clearly the enemy team wasn't going to push, so I did not. That's why I stayed back, because most of those guns can't shoot us over there except the Hyuga. And the other Japanese. So I just stayed kind of near James the whole time. What killed me is because everyone rushed so hard, 2 to 3 destroyers made it through. And were on James's side. And I had to stay near him to keep him from getting him. Which is why I ended up dying, because I had to fight so many torps.
Got the Ismail.
So, not much I could do about that.
Alright. I hope this destroyer is as smart as he is. The Icarus.
Icarus is dead in the water right now.
How? What are you fucking fighting?
I don't know, but it broke his engine. He got that engine running just in time. He almost got hit by torps from the bomber. Yeah, he got that engine at the last second.
Oh, there's a ton of them coming after me.
Yeah, the carriers after the destroyer, but the rest are after you.
You what? I'm pretty sure
Yeah,
that
no, they're about to all die.
I'll call one back.
Usually he'll only get 2 back. With that much AA, you usually only get 1 to 2 planes back if you're lucky.
You're supposed to get a plane back?
Well, if you want to, not now. There's no point in conserving right now. But technically, what you're supposed to do, if you know your run is scrapped and you don't want to lose any more planes, as soon as you drop the load, immediately hit down on the D-pad to get them all to run away. So that way you get as many back as you can, because it takes forever for planes to replenish if they die. So.
Well, that was a bust.
Yeah, that was terrible.
I need to grab my food real quick, so I'll be right back.
That's fine. Yeah, that was terrible, man. That team was, I don't know what was happening there, but anyways. Yeah, the ribbon was a pain, but the quickest way to do that one, because of how many you need, is just, that's another one of those situations where I'd go Italy, because of how many like fires they can set, and I think each ribbon counts, like each like let's say you get 10 fire ribbons, I think that counts as 10, so by itself. What's the other one? See, okay, I'd probably do that then. I'd probably do the fires with Italy and say screw the ribbons, even with Japan. Because you're not going to get a lot of medals with Japan. Japan's guns aren't really medal earners. They don't really get that many devastating strikes, and they don't really get that many fire sets, right? They're kind of in the middle. So they're kind of terrible for earning ribbons. That time I got some good ones, but that was only because I kept hitting destroyers and getting
I'm back.
incapacitations.
I'm back.
Okay, let's go.
And I have chips.
Oh, I wish you had told me you were in a 6. I didn't know you switched to a 6.
Oh shit! I didn't mean to. Oh fuck!
Well, we might see 7s now. That's a 5. We're gonna die.
I'm gonna die.
No, you're not gonna die. We're gonna die. Japanese vessels can't take things 2 tiers above them. They just can't. What is 17? Yeah.
I thought I
17
selected my
mirrored death.
Furious. To be fair. Well, I've got the curry.
Okay, thank God it didn't go higher than a 6. It's only a 6. That means we have a chance, me and Tam Gig. It's just we gotta be really careful.
Yeah, you know me and Cruisers are not. I play him a lot. No.
Battle starts.
You're sorry, I'm getting a meeting.
Enemy force detected.
Yeah.
That does
Ooh.
sound good. That does
That
sound
sounds
really
just
good,
that.
to be fair.
I am going no bastard on 3/4.
I'm at half. I'm not going faster than half right now. Just stay with Tam King and make sure Tam King's in front of you, because there's a lot of battleships in front of you, James. You're just gonna get picked on. So turn around and make a full circle and get behind Tam King.
Like I said, Ardot, I play a lot of Cruisers.
Because cruisers will get, like, you see this Miyoko over here, because she's been spotted several times for her battleship, she's getting shot at. You see what I mean? Always turn around and get behind your battleship as a cruiser when it's this kind of lobby. Especially since you're our only cruiser. This is terrible.
Well, the only Cruiser's nearly dead.
He citadeled him. Same thing happened to Miyoko over here.
If that was the King George, he would have one-shotted me. Ow!
I'd have one-shotted you than me.
I know you fucking would have. I'm falling back. Fuck
Japan's
off.
good at killing cruisers. Somehow our North Carolina just died to the Miyoko. Squeeze me?
Oh shit!
Right.
No!
Once again, a proof that the North Carolina is a completely useless missile.
Ah! Yes, fire at Town King! Don't fire at me!
Ow, I'm
I'm
not
wounded
sure what
now.
that was. I meant broadside and he turned.
So, Ardnot, your hands of a cruiser is someone that never plays cruisers.
I totally missed. But yeah. I mean, good luck.
Fuck off.
What? No! I'm dead. Really? Yeah, this is gonna be one of them days apparently in World of Warships.
Taking on water quickly.
God damn it. Our destroyers are too busy trying to kill a cruiser. Oh, apparently it's one of them days in World of Warship. Probably because it's Friday. All the dumb people are on the day because, you know.
Yep.
Yep.
And I'm eating chips. Mmm.
Yeah, you need to turn around and head back towards the island.
The enemy team has taken the lead.
You need
So I'm
to head an angle with Tam King, but towards that smoke. Oh, never mind. Head to Tam King. There's one on the other side as well. That's probably the one that killed me.
Yes, yeah, so that's why I was heading to Ardnot. I'm gonna do a fucking
Yes, that's
smoke.
the one that killed me. I hate Akatsuki sometimes. It's not his
The
fault though,
Yakifugis.
because it's our destroyers were fighting a cruiser that whole time for some reason. And one's dead. And they still haven't killed that cruiser. This is what
Exactly what
happens
you
when
said,
you
you
have
might.
bad destroyers on your team. Never in your life should you ever go for a cruiser and destroyer, unless you're a Japanese destroyer. But as you can see, this Japanese destroyer must not understand it can fire without ever being spotted.
I fire AP with destroyers, don't I?
No, HE only. AP ain't gonna do shit for damage on them.
Turns out it does to the British.
No, don't do it for anyone, because destroyers don't have citadels, so that's why there is no damage. Even though in real life I don't know if that's the case. I think they have a mini citadel, but you know.
They should have should.
I'm pretty sure you can't. Oh, destroyer right there. In front of Tam King. Your guns are more accurate than Tam King, so you'll have to kill it. Oh, turn right, Tam King. Oh, never mind. Oh, you should have went right, not left. Now you're gonna die for sure. Same
I'm
thing
gonna
happened
take
to
one.
you. Tam King's dead.
Now we'll die.
Oh, wow, James, you should have been able to avoid that. Though.
Whoa! This is what I said. Never play cruisers. I accidentally play fucking cruiser.
God dang it, James.
What do you mean, goddammit? I thought I flipped my carrier. So I thought our team's an idiot, and I'm an idiot for playing a cruiser. This is why I should never be up this tier and never be selected cruiser unless I played the previous ones, which I hate the Emerald.
That's another thing why it's terrible when you get up tier. I mean, it's gonna happen to tier 5s anyways. They will see tier 6s here and there, but
Nice work.
it's terrible because then you have to fight Akatsukis and they have too freaking good of range.
That was a great battle.
Ain't it like 7 kilometers or 8 torpedo range?
I think it's more than that. I have to go look. Might be 8. I think the 8 one sounds more accurate. 7. I can't be 7. I think this Fabuki is 7. I know she said 3 kilometers right now. See, this is a bad destroyer captain. This is what our destroyer captains are doing. He's gonna get the kill. Yep. Now, one good thing, yeah, because he's gonna get gunned down by the other destroyer, which I wish my destroyers had been doing this. You see, if my destroyers had done what this Icarus did right here, like on my side, like they're supposed to, I'd have been alive. Because they would have killed that Akatsuki. But no. I mean, I agree. They're that, and this is something I've said many times with Legends. Well, here's the thing. You know they don't have that on PC, right? That's just lazy Legend design because they don't want to do this game like the PC version because it won't make them money. I hate to say that about wargaming, but it's true. Because there's no reason why our destroyers shouldn't have that have no arming distance, yet on the PC they do. On the PC there is a 3 to 4 kilometer limit. There is no I can shoot you at point blank range. Like there is no point blank. Oh, I'm gonna shotgun you now. No, it's not a thing in PC. You would have to play a lot more smart with your destroyer, especially if you're one that gets detected while launching torps, than you would than some of these guys do. Like you saw that Kabuki do, but then died in the process. But he knew since the match was already won, what's the point, right? If I die, we still win. Look how many people are left versus our one destroyer. So it's I don't know. It's just one of those things. Also, some of our destroyers are very some. Another reason why I think they should do that to teach destroyers to check their freaking torp range. The Icarus don't have no 10-kilometer torps. So what's he shooting at?
The biggest thing you could shoot at.
Because they were like 9.5 away from him. How is that going to hit anything? Only a Japanese might hit that. See, now he would hit it, but now he'd be detected too by the cruiser. So, strange. Yeah, I agree. I mean, if you see this wargaming, give us the freaking arming range distance that the PC has on destroyers. Stop promoting these shotgunner players that just rush in. Because that's also why you see destroyers sometimes just bum rush the carrier for no reason, too. It's because they promote these terrible gameplay styles in this game versus the PC version. Yep. Like, what year is it now? What what
It's 22. Is the year not?
Yeah, it's the year 2022, and we're still keeping console Call of Duty primitive, as I call it. It's the year 2022. That's why I can't wait for. That's why I'm so excited about what the PS5 and the Xbox changed, because now we have access technologically, at least, to more PC games that are more like actual games. I guess I should say. Like games that pride themselves on more difficult mechanics and more detailed things. Whether even from indie games with hardly any graphics to AAA title level games, they all have like better level mechanics. And I'm hoping that will start to change what console is over the next couple of generations, or at least over this generation. Because I will say the one good thing about it is that a lot of the younger generation of the generation that's just now coming into gaming, not the Fortnite ones that were last generation. They actually seem to be more intrigued about playing games that are not just run and run, 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 shoot, 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 all that. Which is that makes me happy because that means that at least this generation might be smarter than the last. Well, that's because they have a market now. Like I said, the newer generation plays them. Whereas the generation right before them was all Fortnite players. Oh, yeah, that too.
I'm falling back because there's too much AA.
Yeah, it's fine.
Oop, I mean.
Well, Xbox. Well, once again, they're doing it for Xbox. They're not doing it for Sony. That's because Sony doesn't negotiate. Xbox, like I said about Xbox, they may say 30, but most likely they'll drop down. I've seen them, as far as I've heard, go as low as 10, which is crazy. And it's like, I've seen them be like, because a lot of these companies don't realize 10% if a game is actually successful and it's a game everyone is going to play, 10% is still a lot of freaking money. Especially if that game is going to make millions of sales. Exactly. Yeah. Uh-oh. Destroyer.
Attention. Reporting the target position.
Cap Station 3, I got
Hopefully
2
whoever
bombs
just
into
shot
that.
at him will finish him. I'm going to take a shot, but he's running away. So I may miss this. Oh, yeah. Good job, Visby. I wish my destroyer had done that last round. But Visby might die too because he got spotted. Hopefully he'll get out of there safely. Thank you, Visby. Don't die. Whoa, is that the Congo? No. What skin is on that Congo? That's a cool skin on that Congo. Don't know who it is, and that was a terrible shot I made. I didn't realize he was going that fast. Alright.
Concentrate fire on the designated
I'm
target.
gonna mark it twice. That way our destroyer knows, hey, help us with this. Yeah, Visby's coming in. He's getting shot at, though. Uh-oh.
Yeah, he's getting shot by the Congo.
Well, he's getting shot at by the Hawkins. He's getting shot at
Oh,
by
by
that.
that's the only Hawkins that's alive.
Stephen Hawking is trying to kill our Visby.
That
He's
TT
behind
just
the
going
island.
in
Oh no, he's right there.
reverse.
Hold on. He's coming out. Shoot him with everything you got. He repaired it, but he has no repair now, and he's on fire.
He's put his smoke.
He's out. He's trying to get out. He's trying to. Oh, he had to slow down because of the torps. He's popping smoke. Remember where he's at. Oh, he's going in reverse. He's behind the island. But our Visby's gonna go try to kill him. If we don't get shot by a cruiser. Yep, there it is. Visby got him. Visby's got him in his sights. Ah, but T-22 turned the guns in time. Yeah, T-20. No,
Got him.
James got him.
With tops.
Yeah, kill the Hawkins so it doesn't kill our other destroyer. Or at least peg it in the face so it runs away. That way it
I'll go
knows
up
we see
here.
it. I hit him once. Nope, twice. I hit him twice. No fire set. Oh crap, I see. Ow, that was a... Okay, I'm gonna turn. I need to kite to California because I'm taking Citadel damage now. Because I didn't realize she was broadside me. There's actually 2 of them over there. We're in trouble. Alright, James, I need you to focus the Callies. They're kind of separated from their fleet, and only the 2 of them are supporting each other.
But I said the Hawkins is near the Congo.
Yeah,
I'll go after this one.
Yeah, I can't, yeah, shoot at the one with most health. I'll shoot the one coming around the island.
Alright, I'll shoot my bombs on the California.
Oh, our battleship is about to die. Okay, luckily he got it.
Golly, you have such a big deck that all my bombs hit!
Yeah, she does, but she also has ridiculous AA, so careful of that.
I wish you would have told me about that now.
Everything American has good AA, always remember that. I can't do anything about that. I'm out of range right now. God dang it, I went out of range at the Cali. I'm gonna have to go in reverse.
All stations requesting fire on the designated target.
I'm about to shoot the other Cali.
Say goodbye to our Deflinger.
Yeah, Derflinger's dead. He got way too far. You need to push forward, James, to be in Tam King.
I'm coming up right behind you.
Oh, destroyer. Hold on. I'm gonna try to. Fubuki. Okay, James. I need you to do me a favor. You go find that
Right.
Fubuki after you shoot your torps.
Alright, okay. Awkward angle, but oh,
This is gonna be pretty.
there you go. Both hit. Right, I'll use my bombers then.
Yeah, I'll fire this round at the Cali, but I need you to. Since I'm going in reverse that way, I need you to go try to find me that Fubuki, or she's just gonna hide the whole game.
Well, found him.
Already? Damn, he must be right behind me.
Yep.
I need to go forward.
He's after a Fuso.
That would be me.
No, allied Fuso. You mean this one?
Oh, whoa, what? What is our Fuso doing way back there?
Problem solved, sir.
Running away from the destroyer, probably?
They should be coming towards me. God dang it.
Found a Fubuki.
Alright, I'm gonna have to stay near Tam King. Alright, screw it. We're gonna have to wait till I can't hit the Fubuki right now. So, I guess let him go kill the Fuso. Yeah, refocus on the battleships, James. Screw the Fubuki. Oh, he's turning to me now. Alright, I'm gonna have to get out of here now.
Coming.
I'm gonna have to get behind James. I have to make a full turn now. Because I need to keep him from getting up to you. Shit.
To this sector, but gonna...
Yeah, keep moving, James. I'm going behind you.
Yeah, California decked our Fuso.
Alright, he's in B, James. Find him. I'm probably gonna die by freaking battleship before I find this damn thing. Our team once again blitzkrieged way too much. There's gonna be some terrible matches, I feel like, today for some reason. Every time I stream it feels like we get all the stupidest teams. Or when I'm on my own, it seems halfway decent. I don't know if that's just bad luck or what.
Main turret critically damaged.
Alright, he's no longer in B, but I have been detected. That means he's on the outside.
Try to find his
Hi!
Try to find his
Two
AA.
rows
There he is.
off.
Yep, he's after me. Yep, he's going around the island. Shit. Okay, lucky he didn't shoot at me. He shot at. I don't know where he shot. Damn, that's not gonna reach damage.
Bomb hit.
Okay, some of those went for me. Keep him spotted. Don't do bombing runs, James. Try to just keep him spotted for me, because if you lose your squad, I'm not gonna be able to see him. And he's being an ass right now. Oh no. Slow down.
Torpedoes to port.
Battle ends in 5 minutes.
There it is. What was that? Dispersion game. Good thing that. Oh. God damn it.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, that part I don't know if it's the RNG. It is. I do think it's a bit of the RNG, but I do think you really gotta learn where each ship's weak point is to really do real damage. The problem with a lot of these players is they only play this game. You can't rely on luck in this game. I don't think it's fully luck on them. There's one thing I do have to agree with Jim on. That one thing is it's luck mixed with skill, meaning they know where to hit you. You have to look at it kind of like War Thunder. I assume, because there is an armor set, you can look at where your armor's thickest and thinnest on each ship. I assume that because most of these players only play World of Warships and don't think that any other game exists in their life. They probably know exactly where to drop that bullet on like the smallest of section of your ship. They probably know exactly where the actual pin spots are. Whereas the only way to learn that kind of thing is instinct. You're gonna have to keep hitting and failing and keep trying different spots, like I've been doing, until you find out, okay, that's where that ship is the weakest at. So because I don't have that problem anymore, Tab King. Not as much as you. You do kind of die a lot in your Battleship versus me. So I do think you do kind of need to just don't shoot the same spot. You need to be mixing it up. If you're having problems in a certain area,
Action stations.
well, no, that's to know you. It's also your own ship you have to learn. You need to learn where your biggest problem area is specifically, because each ship has one that's getting you ruined, and then compensate for that, like I do. Don't do that. No, no, don't do that. I tried that with the Italians. This game doesn't care if that's what it's supposed to do. Yeah, but that still doesn't mean you're meant to broadside. Do you see? I showed you an example of it. Are you looking at me right now? Do you see how my guns are pointed? You see how wild of an angle they have? They have to be barely. They have to be
Enemy force sighted on the horizon. All stations, reporting the position of a strategic objective.
just remember though. But 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 just remember though, Tam King. There's something else you also got to remember. Sometimes, and I have been watching you when I'm spectating you. Sometimes you are not at an angle. You may think you're at an angle, but you're not. You have to tell by. Well, no, I'm talking about even I've watched you fighting a one-on-one fight where you will get fully broadside and you're not correcting it. You have to constantly change your direction, or your angle will slowly drift, and it will get
Just to
easier
let
and
you know, there
easier.
is a Fubuki at sea.
Concentrate fire on the designated target.
Like right now, I'm having to really kind of change drastically right now because I've got these two in front of me, and I'm also watching Fubuka over here. Go at full speed. Oh, I gotta wait. You're turning. Well, here's the thing. I'm gonna. Hold on, Temkin. You said 3 bars, like 3 white bars. That's not a citadel. That's just Japanese health. I hope you know. I hope you know that's not a citadel. That is
Would you like to know
normal
what a
pin.
citadel is? Over half your health.
Yeah, if over half your health disappears, that's a citadel. But if it's only taking, if he's taking only 4 to 5 of your bars, that was just all of his shells just happened to pin you, but they didn't citadel you. You're gonna have to learn. You forget something else. You need to learn too,
You
Tam
want to
King,
get
about the
citadel? Do you know how
Japanese.
I nearly? Do you know that match with the where I was in that cruiser tailgate and I nearly got dead? That was a citadel.
Yeah, because you also gotta learn something with the Japanese, Tam King. The Japanese have no fucking HP. They have the lowest HP of all the battleships. So technically, when you get pinned, even without a citadel, you're gonna lose a quarter of your HP. That's just the way the Japanese are. That's why you have to learn to kite with them. Like right now, I'm already technically lost a quarter, and I'm gonna have to turn hard now because the destroyers kept me trapped this whole time at this angle.
I really had a good bombing run on him.
You got that's it, and that's where I go back to, and that's where I go back to Tam King. You got to know where to shoot each ship. Each ship is different, and you got to understand at max range, you're not hitting their broadside, you're hitting their roof. So you got to learn
Because the
where.
shell's coming
So you
down
got to
towards
learn.
the
So
deck.
just like the Americans, you have to learn where the shell needs to land on them. Because if you go to too soft of an area, you're gonna overpin. But if you go to too thick of an area, you're gonna shatter. So you kind of have to find that perfect middle ground. Like, that was a good pin on the Guinness Owl right there.
On a guinea pal. On his kung pao. Or eat at his mums now. Hey, look at this guy.
No, I didn't sadly get he hopefully those will hit. Yep.
We've sunk an enemy destroyer. Off to a great
Luckily, that's the only destroyer. So I'm gonna fall back and
Fubuki's
collect my
already
bombers.
dead, so I'm slowing down and I'm just gonna fight this Guinness out. I'll let him. Oh, he's pushing away from me. Never mind. I'm gonna fight the Normandy.
Yes, Normandy's closer.
Yeah,
He's
Normandy's
pushing.
9. I'm gonna fight the Normandy. Also, your safest range for good pin, Tam King, to guarantee the shell will actually at least overpin, shoot at 9 kilometers. 9 to 10 is where the sweet spot is. Now, I'm using HE right now just because I'm not taking any chances with this Normandy, because I need kills, but unless I'm being shot at by the,
He's going in reverse.
Ah, okay, so the Normandy's giving up. Guinness Owl's coming back in. Let's shoot together.
Oh, I set 2 fires on
Now,
him.
at 15 kilometers, I am not going to use my AP. That might have been way too much lead on the target, I think. Yeah,
Ah, no, I set 3 fires to the Normandy.
oh, I still hit him. Strasbourg, could you, like, slow down? You're gonna get destroyed.
Normally said, leave that to take. That's mine. 3 fires on that thing with my bombers. Woohoo!
That looks like better range finding. Alright, let's come about. Ah, only 2 of them hit. Yep, see, that was good pin. If you take at least 1 bar of health, that's actually technically still considered a good hit. It means only 1 shell pin, technically, but, you know, that's still
It's better
something.
than nothing.
Yeah. That's why I changed my setup with Tachyo to overcompensate on overpins. Okay, so Guinness Owl's rear, though. Did you see how you did so much? See how you did a ton of damage right there? That means that the Guinness Owl's booty is weak. Yep.
Oh, I hit one of my torpedoes, hit the Guinness Owl. Nice.
Nice.
What the hell just took the Furious's head off? Oh, that's Strasbourg.
Probably Strasbourg, I assume. He's really close where we're not.
He literally just chopped the head off that Furious.
Damn, the Guinness Owl is so fast.
It really is.
Jesus Christ. It's like been dodging me like a ton right there.
Sounds
No,
like it's
he
like
turned.
that.
He did the smart thing and turned when he saw you shooting at him. This Guinness Owl is very agile. It's very hard to hit
It's
him.
got to be an Italian, right?
No, that's a German. That might kill it. Yep. Yep, that's the one with torps. That's probably why it's fast, but jeez. Alright, I guess I'll go Cap C. Sadly, I've only got 1 kill, and I don't think I'll catch the Furious before Strasbourg kills it, so.
Yeah.
Yep, I knew Strasbourg was gonna erase him, so I just waited.
No, he's
No,
down.
they're all at A.
Hey, yeah, no.
Yeah,
hey.
they're all at A, and they're all about to
Helena
die.
killed the York. Just there's another Fuso right there.
They're all dead over there. Those 2 battleships are screwed. I won't make it over there before they're dead, so I guess I only got 1 kill in this
Because
match.
the Vastras is coming towards them. Where's the other battleship? Because we can only spot 1. Yeah, they're both Fusos.
Yeah. Also, if you're having another, I mean, we already did this, but if you're also having other problems with your captains, for anyone out there as well, like if you're having problems like with certain issues, like I was having a problem with overpins a lot with the Fuso here, is I ended up making it where, okay, if it's gonna do that to me regularly, I compensated using Tactile and Inspirations by making the overpin still like do half of one bar, which is quite good for an overpin because normally they don't even do that. They're pretty weak when it comes to overpins. So yeah.
That's
Well, you don't want that. You do not want that because yeah, but you don't want that because since you're having a problems with overpin already, that's gonna make it worse. What you do is when you have overpin issues and your bullets are going through the ship constantly and not getting a full pin, they're just going right through and out the other side. Um, then yeah, but that's no, that's not what overpin means. It does mean you can shoot a wilder angle, but it doesn't mean that you will. It's kind of a double-edged sword. Like I said, if this was realistic, yes, but you're trying to pull too much like reality into this game. This game is nowhere near that.
it's all like War
So
Thunder.
it's not like War Thunder. Like it has some similarities depending on where you shoot the ship matters still. But as far as like physics of the bullet, no. All it really is one stat that says your AP is this pin. It can pin this much armor. That's all it is. So,
Oh, but
so
War Thunder's
really,
battleships
whereas
though.
in War Thunder, angle means a lot. Where angle actually adds armor. Where in this game, it's more of you just want them to shoot the angle where the armor actually is.
Wow,
So
it's
it's
a bad
very
torpedo
arcadey.
launch.
But back to what I was saying about the overpin, no. Because the problem with overpin in this game, if you're overpinning a ship at all, this means you will never get a citadel. You will never get a normal damage hit either. Even if you shoot him in the nose, unless you're shooting far away, which even if that's the case, you're going to drop it on top of them, and then you're still going to have the same issue. The only time you build for overpin being good is if you're going to be brawling and in their face.
Germans or British
Like the
and
German and
Russians.
British benefit from this. They want those radical, heavier pins because they benefit from being shooting you through the nose, whereas other ships do not. Because they will get less over pins by doing so, because their guns are so overpowered. Now with British, they also can just use AG, whereas Germans can't. So the Germans have the biggest issue with that. You really want to build them with radical angles and pin, but no. When your ship is overpinning in this game constantly, you build AP damage flat. Don't go for all the inspirations that say AP damage increase, like flat AP damage, because that means now your overpins will do half the damage if you set it up right with Tachyon with the right inspirations, which I'll show right now on stream.
That would be
So you want where is it? You want gyrating drill bits equipped to Tachyon, which gives not only does it make your guns turn faster, but it also makes the battleship main gun AP shell damage increase by 6%. This is him at level 11. And then the inspiration you give him after that is you give him Otto Silax from Germany, who is known for this. Is that his passive is also battleship main gun AP shell damage plus 2%. So overall, right now, I'm getting an 8% increase total to my overpens. So
can I ask?
my overpens are actually doing half the damage of what a normal pen would have been originally.
That's so.
Huh?
That's so. The father commander of the Germans. I forgot his name, but it's not. Oh, it's not Gunther because these are the cruisers. With the battleship versions, you want Otto
Yeah,
because he does also
Otto
AP shell.
Silax, not Franz. You want Otto because his passive
Yeah.
is base damage for AP.
Is.
And then if you combine that with gyrating drill bits, you get an 8% increase. So that means when I actually do hit normal pins, they rip your face off now. Like, they go, whip, like, just yank, it's like yanking off like a bad Band-Aid. It's like, it's terrible. I will kill probably a quarter to half of your HP without a Citadel if all of my shells get normal pins. If they don't, then I'll probably do a quarter only. But that's still quite a lot. So it allows the overpin issue that Japan has now at long range that by the way, I'll reiterate, doesn't have in real life. That's how you fix it. Took me forever to fix that issue. Like, I no longer have problems in my Japanese battleships. The only time I die now, really fast in a match, is if a destroyer gets me. Like, against other battleships, I've learned how Japan kills their targets now in this game. Well, at least in this game. In real life, like I said, I wouldn't need all this because their AP was made to go through soft decks. So, not sure why the game makes that opposite in this one. And another example, the PC. That is not how it is on PC. On PC, Japan behaves just like it does in real life. Its soft APs are meant to hit you in the deck. Or the tower, or right on that top portion of the side of your boat where the least of your armor is. Like, I'll show y'all an example. I'm going to use Tam King as an example since it's close range. I'm going to zoom into first person. Don't turn yet, Tam King. And you want to turn this way. Don't turn that way or you're going to end up in a corner.
Tam King are turning.
Hold on. I'm going to shoot Tam King with this just to show y'all where you're supposed. So, normally you would not be this close with a Japanese battleship. But let's say you were. Where you want to shoot is right here. You see right here where I'm aiming in the stream, everyone? Where Tam King's line of secondary guns are? This is right, just high enough above the main armor of the side of the ship that if I were to do this, that would have been probably a Citadel. At least not a Japanese vessel, for sure, but...
Can't risk that going in there because there's a fighter with a lot much AA. I've not taken a chance.
All I need you to do is keep them spotted. I'll do the rest.
They're battleships, are they? They're not hard to spot.
Yeah, but they're gonna go behind the island. I won't be able to see them soon.
Keeping them at 6 kilometers. Oh, hello.
That was a terrible shot. We're gonna have to go in reverse, Tam King. This is gonna be a terrible angle if we don't. We're gonna have to stay at this angle and go in reverse.
So the fliggers coming towards you guys. Code is just hiding behind the island.
I don't doubt it. I'm trying to turn my guns into position. That's fine. I'm turning my guns and I'm gonna go in reverse. Alright, reverse. Try to defend this side.
Hoo-hoo-hoo! The
Wow,
Tennessee got a Citadel off that code. Holy
That happens.
shit!
Königsbergs have really bad citadels. They're pretty big. They tend to have that happen to them a lot, actually.
Okay, then the fliggers now turned around.
Yeah, me and Tam King may just have to keep moving. Yeah, never mind. Me and Tam King will just keep moving forward. Because at this point, they're just gonna go around. Because they're running away now.
Yeah, look at that. My fighters are on their ass.
Nah, he's not gonna land. Nah, there's an island in the way. What was he doing? What was that?
Hey, was
Okay,
he?
he
I think it was
dropped it.
trying to start a run
He dropped it. It may
behind the
get
island.
me. Will it get me? It might get me, actually. Oh, we missed.
Good job up to deploy those fighters in time.
Oh, Queen Elizabeth is wounded in front of us. I'll fire my front guns at her. I hit her once. My guns were a bit inaccurate right there.
All stations, reporting the position of a strategic target.
Oh, she's turning. Hold on.
He's going.
Remember, she's British, so the only way to
She's
Citadel,
British, Starking. I don't think broadsides would be.
Well, no, it can happen, but here's the thing: we are not close enough to pin her like that. We're
No,
gonna.
she
We
don't.
would have. You need to land your shells. You need to land your. Yeah, but that was because you aimed in the wrong spot, damn thing. You need to hit her between her main tower and her number 3 and 4 gun. So the gun's on the back. So you see how there's a little tower behind the big towers back there? If you hit right there, you'll have more likely the Citadeller if you're using AP.
Or if you use an HE, you just hit her on the deck because she has a wooden deck.
Yeah, if you're using HE, don't just shoot her in the deck. But well, she's angled now. It may look like she's broadside, but she is not anymore. Now you won't pin her. I don't think. You might get lucky. Nope. See, you hit her where I said though that time. You see how it actually worked that time. The back part of her deck is really weak.
Who's this? So the Japanese
New Mexico.
carrier.
Okay, for him you want kind of the same thing. You see how their butts are thin versus their nose? Try to aim at the rear. Yeah, there you go. See what I mean? See how now it's behaving differently? You just gotta know where to hit each ship. Watch out! Okay, you're fine. Oh, I want to kill Queen Elizabeth. Hold on. I'll get her. Oh, no, I won't. Never mind, Farragut. Wow, okay. Farragut gunned her down. That was unnecessary, Farragut. Was...
Well, I was to go for her anyways.
Now I need to load AP because my AP's not doing good against this thick armor.
Oh no, Farragut's got that.
Ah, damn it. Damn, Farragut got both. I need some kills, Farragut. Chill out. Oh, wow. Congo said too, I don't know what to shoot at. I guess I'll lock my gun.
The Mitsutsu is right over there. I'm gonna push it to B, so I'm gonna be pushing up to there.
I'm playing only in first person right now.
Ah, you're playing a first person shootout though. I thought you told me you'd never played those games.
No, I do play them, the good ones. There are good ones. I saw him. James, I need you to send some bombers over here and find this,
I'm already on that I'm already doing it, Ardnot. Already on that job. Who is it?
No, he's moving. He's just really slow. I can see it on the map.
He's probably fighting a destroyer
Our Durflinger's
and a cruiser.
Our Durflinger's dead. I need to know where that Mitsuki is.
He's his smoke.
Well, the smoke dissipated. Unless there's another pile of smoke I can't see on the other side of the island right now. So it might be.
Oh, wait. Got some up.
I mean, it's too late now. Oh, he's coming up on you, Tam King.
Our victory is in sight.
Oh, the Hawkins? Yeah, but not the Mitsuki. He's about to be in front of you, Tam King.
No, he's turd. He's turd. He realizes I spotted him.
Alright, I'm gonna run into the island and kill this Hawkins.
He's launched torpedoes at the
Oh,
island.
Tam King, dang it, of course. I needed that kill. God dang it, I said I had the Hawkins.
That's the worst look.
Come on, guys. I need to get this done before I get done with the stream. Y'all gotta let me have the ones I'm shooting. Stop shooting targets.
I'm not. I've been saving the targets for you to hit. It's just people keep taking them from you.
Like, this is gonna take me twice as long if you don't keep taking my
You
kills.
have the
randoms
worst.
the randoms I can't control, but y'all really need to stop shooting my targets unless I ask. If you're gonna call them out to me, then let me do them. Trust that I will kill them.
You have the worst look at that. I feel sorry for you.
Yeah, but I was. That's why I called out the destroyer because I was gonna let you handle that, and I was gonna get him because he was broadsiding me. He tried to shoot me, and I was like, "Good luck, Hawkins. Let's see how you like this." And then all of a sudden, he died.
Right. So still Argonaut's kills. Got it.
Because I'm only getting one at a time as it is, and I need like 20,
10.
I think. Maybe 10. It might be 10, but hopefully it's 10. But
I don't think it's higher than 20. I've never seen it higher than 20.
yeah, you know how long it takes for 20 if you're only getting one at a time.
No, it drains.
All right, back to first person.
Right.
Even though we can't see the whole ship, I'm actually kind of digging playing this in this view. I actually think this is almost better to play it in this view, because then you can kind of get a better look at what you actually can tell what's in front of you and what you can shoot and what you can't. Especially if you know your height. Goodbye, cruiser. James, I'm gonna need your help for spotting. Our cruiser has decided to be an ass and go everywhere. And me and Tam King are the only battleships. Fantastic. He ain't gonna listen.
Enemy force detected.
Look at this stupid exerter. Man. Cruiser pilots. Normandy spotted.
Oh.
And the Trento. I'm gonna slow down because there's probably a destroyer. Because someone's dumb. That someone on their team's just as dumb
There's
as
two
our
destroyers, and I'm pretty sure there's no in sea, not the border sea yet.
So luckily the destroyers might be over there with the cruisers, hopefully.
One of them is.
I don't know where the other one is though. Normandy is headed this way, it looks like.
He's headed between the islands, I think.
Yeah, he might go in between the islands, which means you
Oh
and I
no, he's
gotta
actually
stop.
trying to turn. Is he trying to turn around?
I don't know.
Well, if he is, I'm giving him something to turn around.
I'm going in full reverse, Tam King. You might want to slow down. Remember, watch your speed always. Because I don't really want to push too far forward.
I just clipped that. Hey, that's lit.
Mostly because I don't know.
Right, if you set fire to a
right
Normandy, he will not put it out because I caused it to flood. And he immediately put that out.
Yeah, Normandy's going in between the islands. I'm going in reverse.
Alright, I'm trying. No, I don't think I get you to in
I
time.
lost Trento.
Alright, fighters should be within the area of both yours, so you should be okay. We'll repair it.
Yeah, if the torpedo hits you in the ass, it can blow up your engine.
Well, do you know what happened to the Normandy? I hit him in the ass, I took out his engine, and I flooded him.
No wonder it took so long for the Normandy to get over here. Alright, nailed the Normandy. Yeah, you see all those were overpins, everyone, in the stream? But it still did a decent amount of damage. That's why I do that, because the AP has a problem.
There's Leander over here. That Trendo you
Please
after,
kill
oh,
this
he's there.
Normandy. Come on. Yes!
Hey, Ardot, the Trendo's there.
See? Like I said, I'm watching this gap. You watch the front side, Jam King. Oh, you're turning around. I was gonna say, you watch anything coming from C. I'm keeping this gap covered where everyone's going in between right now.
Two fires on that Trendo and an incapacity. I must have dropped it on its gun. Yeah, the Iron dropped out because I spotted him.
Oh, I've got torpedo bombers incoming, James.
I'm pushed up to here, anyways. I'm trying to get that suspect out, not. No!
Yeah, that's alright. I'll stop taking him. It's fine. Oh, one of those did no damage. I think one hit my torpedo belt. That wasn't a lot of damage. They're all on the other side. We're gonna have to leave here soon, or let them come to us. They're gonna go to James. Alright.
I'm coming over here.
Our destroyer, I think, is doing that. I think you and I need to head in between. So, we need to go in between the islands. Now that we know that side is safe, mostly.
I'm coming over here.
Yeah, you go over there, and me and Tim King is gonna have to go in between the islands. I'll go to the left side of the big island. You go to the right side where you're already going, Tim King.
Alright, look, these both cruisers are behind these islands. Oh, there is.
Yeah, there is. There's still two destroyers on both sides. There he is. Aw, I lost him. He's on. Then he's almost dead. Then he's got one hit, I think. So he probably repaired it immediately via damage control. Most destroyers can't afford incapacitations. It does it should, but it doesn't.
I'm gonna be heading over there anyways.
Yeah, Tam King, you look for the destroyer, James. You spot it for Tam King so he can finish it. I'll go kill these two cruisers.
Ah, there he is.
All stations, reporting the position of a strategic target.
Damn, kid, there's your target, man. He's after me. Nice.
Alright, Fusion is down.
Now we have to worry about the other destroyer. There's a penis cola and the Exla.
I should have trusted my
There's
instincts.
Excalibur B or not. Yeah, there's 4 cruisers at all, but my worry is where's the other destroyer?
That I haven't figured out yet. He was spotted last at A. Trento's running. That might have been the one you killed. But
Yeah.
But James should still check.
I'm gonna check, so come towards me, Tab King, if you're not sure.
Yeah, I'm coming to help you, Tam King. I'm full speed between the islands now. Trento ran from me, so battleship's shooting at me. Shit.
There's squadron detected, that's with the cruiser, but where's the destroyer?
Goodbye! 3 citadels in a row!
Cruiser found.
I know where the destroyer is.
Where?
It's the only one that's capturing
Oh,
me.
wait, there's smoke too near. Oh, no, never mind. That's the Trento.
Not be careful, you're headed towards the destroyer.
Why? What do you expect me to do? Oh, I see you. Now I see him. Yeah, he's firing his guns inside the smoke. Whoa, no, he's not! That was a distraction. He's right in front of me. Yeah, but there was another smoke screen over by the Queen Elizabeth. That was very deceptive. That must have been a cruiser with smoke. Oh, God. Yeah, you missed. Good try, Mayhan. You were failing to
The ship is on fire.
Now you must die. I hope those hit. Please hit. Yes! Good job, James.
Yep. Don't see.
Now
Getting
I'm
better.
kind of in trouble. Now I'm kind of in trouble, though. Help me with the Queen Elizabeth immediately.
You're gonna see real British action.
It's time to go full speed at these cruisers because I have nothing else to do at this point.
You don't really want to fight. You'd rather fight the cruisers than take out the Elizabeth.
Well, no, I have to fight Elizabeth. That's what I'm going to shoot at, but I got to put my nose at the cruisers so they don't tort me. Oh, of course you have your nose to me, you ass. This is terrible. Alright, hit the deck. Yeah. HE time. Oh, this is terrible.
Look at how many people are shooting at him.
This is what it's like to be a Japanese battleship.
But you're not gonna like what happens to the British when you get close.
I mean, he's trying to orc me right now, so I don't think he cares.
I don't understand. His guns would do more damage to you than he would ever will.
Agreed, but just don't tell him that.
Hey,
God.
you're an idiot. Here's my bombs.
Torps! Dodge the torps from the cruiser! Holy hell.
Oh, you put him on us. Why is he trying to...
Oh, I've got 3 fires. This is terrible.
Ah, he's gonna fire. Lost the squad.
Oh, 7 pins. Ah, Exerter got me with torps. Well, I got 2
Well then,
kills at least.
I'm going over here. I'm running away.
God, I should have loaded AP, but I didn't have time to reload it. I didn't think he was going to actually go that close to me and broadside with me like that. I would have loaded my AP and decked him. But I didn't think he was going to do that.
Good old British tactics. You think they're not going to get close? They will.
Well, I thought he was going to ram me, but he actually started circling me at the end. I think it's because he missed. So he decided, oh well. Luckily, I'm still burning him. If he doesn't get to put those out, I may kill him by fire if you hit him again, James. Oh, never mind. He just put it out.
You see how much he is on me? Coney 420!
That was my fault for getting a little overzealous right there, but I thought I could actually survive that. But the Exerter is really what hurt me. I was actually going to win that fight against the Queen Elizabeth, I think, because I was setting so many fires on him. So, I think if it wasn't for Exerter or Exeter got me, I think I'd have killed
Excalibur.
Exeter, however you say it. I think it's Exeter.
No, it's Excalibur.
But if it hadn't got me, I think I'd have killed the Queen Elizabeth.
Well, the Exeter just rammed the Queen Elizabeth.
Nice.
Oh, he's trying to. Right, Queen Elizabeth. Beat my bombs! And you have a nice wide size.
Ooh. If that had set a fire, she'd have been boned.
Yep,
Yeah.
and here comes the AA, which they all love.
I think it's super ironic that the British are weak to their own dive bombers like that.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Oh man, like
7 hits.
like a slither. He's got to have like 100 something HP.
Love that. This is why I'm getting really. Yeah, that's why I'm really good with my British dive bombers. I know where to aim the butt with the bows. I think his panic is like shit. To repair. Yeah, look, they're putting their fighter out. They really don't want to lose that battleship.
Well, I mean, I don't know what they're gonna do against you, even if they do lose him. Like, I mean, not what I meant. Like, I don't know what really you could do against 3 cruisers, even without a battleship. They put smoke on him. He should have stopped because they're trying to keep him alive.
Well, good luck with that.
Oh, they see you, James.
Yep, they did, but they did only.
The Leander is spotting you. It's very angry at you. It's also.
He's like, how dare you?
This is what sucks about being a Leander. They only get AP, and he's ricocheting on you right now.
I'm on an angle to him.
I just also love the fact the Furious has that much armor for a carrier. Jesus.
He should at least be decking me, at least.
See, watch this. Barely anything. We'll see what happens
my bombers
when someone with HE
have encapsulated his back end.
We'll see what happens when someone with HE hits you. Oh, they missed.
I'm on such a good angle. They're getting pissed. They're getting pissed.
Wow, they can't hit worth a crap.
No, they can't. I think that's why they're panicking to try to save the Queen Elizabeth, because they knew they were the only ones that could shoot me.
Yep, I got mine done.
So, what do you think of Furious? She's amazing, isn't she?
Oh, yeah, it's good.
Well, I need to do something real quick, so I need to be right back.
Okay. Alright, now I just gotta be top again. Yep. If I'm in Japan, I get top 4. If I'm in anything else, it's top 3. Nice. Weekly Havoc 4 is almost finished, guys. We are almost to the Musashi. Yeah. I think that's $20 almost, 30, 40. It's still 40, I think. It won't get down to, it doesn't get down to 20, I think, till where I'm at. I think I'm down to the $20 mark at this point. Yeah, but if you complete it, it's 10. Yeah, I know, that's what I'm saying. That's well worth the Musashi's power it's gonna have, so. Yeah, I don't know. It's the greed thing, like I said, when it comes to companies. Because companies don't realize, because they're not good at math, apparently, I guess, because that's the only thing I can equate this to, or they just don't care to be good at math or look at the actual numbers. Because statistically, if your game is in, look at what Magic the Gathering does, right? Statistically, if your game is good enough and your prices are reasonable, that game is gonna make you billions. Look at Magic, and they don't even they don't even do what Warhammer does, which is make things $100 for just like 12 pieces. But I don't think it is. I don't think it is. I think that I don't think it is, because if it were true, they'd make more money than Magic the Gathering. They don't. They don't make even They don't even make 2% of what Magic does.
I'm back.
I I don't. I still don't think they realize that. But here's the thing. But it doesn't, though. I can do the math and tell you that doesn't make any sense. Like,
What makes no sense?
the statistics of funding in this game. Because, once again, Tam King, to a CEO, as long as they're making money, they don't care if it's the most money. That's the problem with a greedy person. Well, no, not even. Well, they don't do that on World of Warships. It's always the same price, even if it is stupid high. But the thing is that statistically, but I've done the statistics. If you look at how much money the PC version made, and you look at how much money this one makes, the PC one overall still makes more money. And the reason why that is because the PC version is more reasonable. The PC version, a lot of these ships aren't premium ships; they're already tech tree ships. So the premium ships you get, are worth the price you're gonna pay, because the price isn't different. It's the same on PC, but the difference in PC is what makes it more lucrative than Legends, where Legends pushes it on almost every ship. Is the premiums you're getting in the PC are worth the money you're gonna pay, because they're premiums that will never be available in the game, and no matter what version you play. Whereas in Legends, a lot of their premium ships ended up being tech tree ships. So they tried to charge like $20, $40, $60, $100 for trees, for ships you could get for free on PC. And I looked up the statistics. The PC version still makes more money overall. And that's because Legend, it's like I said, no matter how you break down your math never changes. That's the one beauty about numbers. All that is, at the end of the day, is just a greedy CEO who thinks he's making more because he's not intelligent enough to know otherwise, and ends up just going with that number because it seems high, not realizing if he actually took time to had his mathematicians break down
Your
more
cruiser's
of the
abandoning you.
numbers. I see that. I'm going left. We might as well go left. We all should just go left, including you, James. But yeah, it's like, if they actually took time to break down a lot of these numbers, I think they would realize that you're gonna make more overall,
Time King, go left.
as a CEO, doing it this way. But I think well, no, but here's the thing: we play with both, Tam King. We play with PC as well, even though this is Legends. So technically, that's not true. And we play with Xbox as well. And the mobile version. We also play against mobile on here. All of them are roped into one. So that is bull if they try to when they try to say stuff like that. Most of the time it is. The only time a company can use an excuse like things like that is if it's an indie company. And Wargaming is not an indie company. So they have no excuse. It is just a CEO who wants the quick money over the larger long-term money. He wants it now. Like I said, all it is greed and impatience at the end of the day. Because he'd rather get the quick buck now than him waiting for his money to be larger in a longer run where he'd be even more rich. But that's what greed does to you. It makes you stupid.
I need that Dallas taken care of, because he's gonna spot me if I don't. You got a couple off. That's a good hit. That's a good hit.
Oh, Hold on, I gotta back off. Ooh. Oh yeah, back off. Come on, engines. The only thing I hate about this Fuso is how slow she is. De-accelerating and going in reverse.
Ah, goes one of my bombers. So I'm left with 6. Still did pretty good damage. Yeah, because my bombers decided they want to have some fun with him.
New
It's
Mexico
probably
is
gonna be my
heavily
last
wounded.
match.
That's fine.
Carlos is still on. He's just hiding behind the island now because he's really badly hurt. My bombers put his position into place. British said, were you playing as Japanese?
I can shoot over the island. He's just not close enough to it. I got him.
Enemy cruisers sunk.
Hey! Oh.
Yep, I'm going in full reverse again so I can shoot the Mutsu coming towards James. Come on, guns. It's hard turning.
I'll help you with the move, Sue.
I actually can shoot over this island, so I'm gonna sit right here. I can hit this Mutsu right now.
You on fire? He's already on fire.
Yep.
Tell you what, let's cause more fire, shall we?
Oh, I am, James. I'm gonna cause more fires.
I incapacitated one of his.
I was not spotted for a second there, but alright, Mutsu's wounded even more. I've got 40,000 damage on her. Switching to AP to try to finish this off.
She's turning behind the island.
Oh, is she?
Yeah.
Well, no. She looks like she's still moving kind of straight. She might be going left though. Oh no, I see what he means. She's turning out left.
Yeah.
Hold on, she's turning back in. Hold on. She's turning back in.
You beached.
She turned back in enough. I'm gonna try to take it with my AP and see if I can get any lucky pins.
You just
Even at
gotta
that
shake
angle.
it hard, that. Oh, look at that!
They were all over pins. Alright, back to HE.
Who caused that fire? It's you?
Me.
Who hasn't put it out?
Tim, no, she hasn't. Tim King might kill her though if this gets lucky and lands in the right spot. Yep. Japanese have that problem. Their deck does kind of suck. The irony in the fact we're deck fighters that we also have a shitty deck.
That new score's gonna be. He's at half health, so he should be. He's dead.
Oh, I should have had AP loaded. That was a beautiful shot. Yeah, Tim King got to take advantage of that. I didn't. I might as well keep HE. He's turning now.
Usually still pretty good damage. You set a fire.
Oh, the HE on the Japanese does a lot of explosion damage. It just doesn't set a lot of fires for some reason. Like, it's pretty decent if you're having problems with people at a distance in this game. You want to get constant damage. Alright, after this shot, if that don't kill him, I'm firing AP. Oh, he
And my
turned
bomber's
again.
coming back round for a second run.
I set another fire, but he put it out. Oh, who
Yeah,
shot
I
him?
would.
Oh, Furitaka. I'm not worried about that. His guns can't hurt me.
Oh, the ferry Taka.
Yeah.
Bombers
Back-
incoming!
Oh.
Wow!
Did that? Damn.
10 bombs hit that one! I didn't think I'd kill him!
Yeah, I'm about to start going forward again.
Sorry, Ardnot. I
I mean,
thought
I
seven
don't
bombs.
need the kills anymore. I just need to be top of the leaderboard. So, and you can do that by just doing damage in
You
this game.
saw
So.
that much damage that did to him.
Oh, I did. You're gonna go all the way to B? Damn, I'm going to A. No, we're at C over here, Ticker.
The ferry attacker's running away. So you've.
See if I can get
Oh,
lucky
so
Citadel.
we got the lesser as their aircraft carrier. You got
Lucky.
Take Me Home.
Oh, I hit! The one shell I hit got a Citadel on that poor cruiser.
Yes,
That's unlucky.
They are
though.
not. We got
So-
Take Me Home.
Take me home.
Don't sing it, you're streaming.
I don't care.
Ah, good. Let chaos ensue. Let you get copyright strikes.
To be fair, I'm wondering if that I haven't checked, but I probably got claimed on that Final Fantasy video, unless that Happy Turtle song is only a Final Fantasy song.
Ow.
So that Happy Turtle song had actual lyrics. I'm pretty sure I got claimed. No, you don't. If it's in-house gaming music, it doesn't. But the problem with lyric music, there is a chance that that's not in-house anymore. Because once it has lyrics, that means they hired an outside musical artist to sing it. So this means it's technically property of also the artist. So, well, no, even if it's licensed, they won't copyright claim you. Not if it don't have lyrics, you will not get copyright claimed unless it's a song that already existed outside the game. But if it has lyrics like the Happy Turtle song does, and it had multiple singer versions of it, like it was the same song, but as you noticed, each one was slightly different, right? But since those were actual singers, my brain went, yeah. See, when you get an actual artist to sing a song, that's usually a bad sign for copyright.
Ah, none of my bombs hit.
Battle ends in 5 minutes.
Oh, there's a brain jump there.
I found that out because if it has lyrics, anything can claim you. Because technically, I got claimed on the first episode of FNAF.
Why?
Because of the freaking intro song
The intro song.
for FNAF, the one they're singing on the stage, that got me
Yeah,
claimed.
that's what I'm baffled by.
I guess because it has lyrics. Like I said, apparently if it has lyrics, you can be claimed by it.
Do you know what?
Yeah,
do you know
but
what the
here's
one
the
thing I
thing.
found?
But hold on. Wait a minute. There's a double-edged sword for that, though, Tam King. If they start doing that, then you know what's going to happen? They're just going to start being lazy and do what some games do now. I'm dead. They're going to start being lazy and do what some games already do now, which is they're just going to do a streamer mode. But I don't like that. Tam King, and no streamer likes that. That's why there's getting to be less and less AAA games streamed. Because here's the thing. Well, no, there's a better way around that, Tam King. How about just don't claim it? Especially if it's not, because here's the thing. I want to tell you, well, no, here's the thing I'm going to tell you right now. You know that's not the gaming companies doing that, right? That's YouTube. No, it's no. No, that's not what it is either, Tam Kang. I found out because of this debacle.
Our victory is
What? Hello? What's up? Well, I'm streaming right now,
in the lead.
so don't interrupt. But anyways,
You're about
like I was saying is that here's the thing. It's not actually these companies, because this came out with Corey. With what happened to Corey? because it came out. It came out with Corey that it's not these companies. Jack and Mark and them have proved it. Big shout out to them, and so is Corey because of what happened in his channel that happened to no one else's for some reason at that time. It is YouTube's algorithm that does that. The AI hears a song and then it auto claims you. And it's like, so that's not the companies doing that. That's YouTube doing that. So that's why I said all the simple fix to this is YouTube just needs to fucking stop that shit. Because yes they can, because there was no problem with it to begin with, and there's no law that technically says the way that YouTube works that they can't have unless it's a musical artist directly derivative of a. But here's the thing, music from games does not count. It is not the same thing as if I were to play a Shinedown song right now. Like, if I were to play a Shinedown song on the channel, I'd get claimed, but that makes sense. That is a individual artist with his own individual song. That's not a game music. If it's game music, it's not technically legal to claim me. It isn't. Jack and Mark have already spoken on this. It is not. By technical legal terms, if it is a music designed for a game, because of the way the games work, then they cannot claim you. That's why this whole thing with Jack and Mark they're doing in the first place is happening. They're doing this because YouTube has begun to get into a place where they're literally violating the law of individual rights. So, and YouTube's gonna get in trouble for it. Because the longer the bigger boys talk about it, the more YouTube's gonna lose profit from it. Because these big boys have already started to a point that they're not even streaming the big games anymore. They've stopped doing certain exclusives and stuff, not only to keep themselves from taking advantage of something where no one else can do it anymore because of the way this is turned into, but also to show that no, if this is going to happen, we're not going to help you make money. So it's like, it's one of those things, like, it has to be fixed, and it will be eventually. I guarantee you it's going to change, because it's just at that point where it has to change. Otherwise, the industry itself won't be able to benefit from it anymore. It's one of those things, you either give up and cut bait or lose the money you were making all of those millions off of. So it's like,
I need to quit the game.
that's fine, James. But
Just to let you know, 'cause I found something about City Skylines I didn't know. When changing different radios, there's one station it warns this is not available. This is not available. This is not
probably because it has actual music
Yeah,
from
it's
real
actually
radio.
lyrics to it. Yeah, it's not actually. It warns you saying it is not suitable for streaming.
Yeah. But see, in that case, that's fine because that radio probably plays real life radio songs. So things that are not game based. Things like, maybe like, just an example, like, maybe it'll play a Linkin Park song, or maybe it'll play like Lil Wayne or something, like all those kinds of things. That makes sense. That legally, according to law, is claimable and copyright, because those songs are individual properties. They are not related to anything. They're not a part of games. They're not a part of a movie. They are just that artist's creative song, and they have a what do you call it? A patent on it. That's what it is. If the song has a patent on it as an individual song by itself, standalone, then it's copyright infringement law capable. But if it is a song created for a game, technically it does not fall under those laws. Because it is a piece of a whole of another product. It is not an individual product. So that's why the whole debacle with claiming or copyright or demonetizing videos, whether it be for that reason or like what Corey had to put up with, is age restrictions type styles where they'll pick and choose which ones to do, but not do it to others. And it's like, it's all YouTube. It's no one else to blame here but YouTube. YouTube's gotten their hand caught in the cookie jar at this point, basically. It's like it's no longer, they can't no longer use the guise of, oh, we have to do that because of this. No, you don't. This is all you. Like, this is your choice because you want the profit from it and no one else. You don't. If YouTube could have it the way they want, I imagine they probably wouldn't even pay or even monetize no one on YouTube if they could have it the way they want. They would just want you to do content for free. It's like, so then that mentality tells you right there that they don't give a fuck, which is why the bigger YouTubers are making a stand. So Switch is already dying. It's already been mentioned multiple times. Switch might be actually dead in the next year. So YouTube's not far behind that. I just want to let that know to everyone. Like, if YouTube keeps it up, they ain't gonna be far behind Twitch in death. Well, no, that's the thing. Well, that's what will kill it. That's what Sealy, I feel first. They do technically, yes. Yeah. Well, no, now they changed it. But here's the thing. That here's the thing. That's actually bad because here's the thing. The 70-30 thing is actually something that's backwards. People were talking about this because I forget his name. The one I was talking to Sealy about the other day that used to be a Twitch streamer and he's on YouTube. He's a big YouTuber now.
Anyways, I need to head off, so I'll catch you guys later.
It might be Penguin. Yeah, that's fine, James. Have a good day at work. Be careful out there.
I won't. Bye.
Yeah.
I won't. Bye.
But I think it's Penguin. I think that's his name. I call him by his real name. He's got yeah. That's him. Long hair, little beard. Yeah, that's him. He's been kind of covering all of this, and he was talking about that people got that backwards. The 70-30 was actually good because you know what it represented? It was 70. It was 70 for the content creator, 30 for Twitch. Now it's 50-50. It was yeah. It was yeah. Well, yeah. So instead of yeah. Well, but hold on, it's not fair. What the Penguin said that too. He said that's actually worse because it's like what they should have done. He said what they should have done is 70-30 across the board. And then he said because that's how it was actually because that's how it's advertised as on Twitch for everyone, not just big. Yeah, but here's the thing. That's also why he said Twitch is dead. He said because of this change, along with a lot of other things, Twitch is gonna be gone. Yes. Yeah. For us, it's. I think it is still 70-30 us. If you're actually making money off of YouTube. But even then, once again, who's to say that's actually accurate just the same as Twitch? Because I'm not monetized, so I can't tell you. So I'm not monetized, so I can't tell you whether that's true or not. So, and it's like because well, we don't know that. Mark, remember, Penguin is mostly Twitch until recently since he came to YouTube, but Mark and them haven't even gotten to that point. They're too much kind of having to deal with right now of what's already going on. With the fact that there's already discrimination going on YouTube, which means that most likely the 730 is also discriminated against. It's just no one's noticed it. Where it's like so, but that's kind of what's killing. What he said, that's what's going to kill Twitch. Let's start another match because at this point, not only have they screwed up the percentage, but because Twitch was already a terrible place, he said he had to get away from it because all it is just toxicity, manipulation, and just well, yeah, but I mean that's true, but he did make a good point. He did say during his stream, he said, "I do prefer YouTube now, but I will say one thing." He did say, "But I don't think YouTube's very far behind." Meaning, YouTube's doing the same thing. They're just better at covering it up. Well, I mean, they say that, but once again, Mark and them have kind of proved that's not totally accurate either. That the algorithm's part of the problem, but there are definitely live viewers, because this is the Corey incident proves this, is he, well, even but the representative doesn't technically review the video. All they're there for is for you as a bigger YouTuber to contact YouTube directly and say, "Hey, what's going on?" But here's the thing: to show you that live people are just as responsible for the issue as the AI is, with the Corey incident is basically so they age restricted his mortuary video, but no one else's. And then he went to his YouTube rep about this, apparently, and the YouTube rep supposedly went to YouTube, and and then they pulled it off. Like, they pulled it off, but then he went, "No, that's not what I meant." Because he was like, "I'm just upset that I got age restricted, but yet no one else did." And then here's the weirder, crazier thing about YouTube to show how psychopathic they really are. Is like, instead of fixing the issue and going around and unrestricting everybody that got age restricted besides him, that were smaller, because that was also brought up later, is instead they just age restricted everyone, including Mark. And I'm like, what? I'm like, so it's like, you can tell that, no offense, like I said, these people in charge of these companies do not know what they're doing. They don't. They don't know how to run a what is called considered, because this business is called a multimedia platform consumer business, because it's video gaming, it's cooking, it's engineering. Everyone has different kinds of videos on YouTube, so it's considered a multimedia platform. So the irony is like, it's run like it feels like the people in charge try to run these multimedia platforms as if they're like a factory, and you cannot do that. You cannot do that with a media device. Even the news doesn't do that, because most media knows that you have to play to the whim, right? If you don't play to the whim, your media can get off kilter and things can go wrong and blah 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 blah, kind of like what's happening now. So it really does come down to those things. One of those things, like, YouTube just needs new leadership, is what it is. YouTube needs a new CEO, a new leader. Well, no, not if you have the right leader. Like, before, I forget how they explained it. They said years ago, when they had the previous leadership over YouTube, YouTube was fine. YouTube was fair for everyone. It made a lot of money. All the content creators, like, everyone made money equally, and lots of it. Now, ever since the leadership changed and when Google came in, the most terrible thing ever, YouTube changed to the point where now it only benefits the shareholders, basically, because the person in charge only looks out for them. So it's like I said, like, when YouTube became a part of Google, it was the worst thing ever. And that's what's killing it. Is Google has no idea how to run something like this. They don't. And I know I'm not really anybody and all that, all that before I say this next part, but I'm gonna say it now, and I want to be marked in history by anyone who knows me. These companies are eventually going to learn the hard way that this just isn't gonna work. No, it'll happen. It's just when it'll happen, who knows. But the problem is that it will happen. But I want it marked right now for anyone who knows that I did say it, and I warned it. That this is the stupidest way to ever run a business. That's why I wish I was rich, because I'd freaking go buy out YouTube and say screw Google. I put it back to where it was, where you can use Yahoo or whatever to sign up for YouTube. No, that's the same Fuso right there. I nailed him. Oh, no, wait, never mind. There are just 2 wounded Fusos over here. Apparently there's 2 wounded Fusos over here. The wounded, I don't know why the wounded one's coming back. He's about to die by torps, I think. Oh, no, alright, let me see if I can kill him. Ah, damn you, Sir A. I wasted my shot. I should have shot the other one. Ooh, nice job, Sir A.
Nice work.
Alright, now we have to follow our cruisers around the corner and go fight these other guys. But yeah. Yeah, I just wanted to get that out in the open for everyone and kind of mention that, because I've been wanting to talk about it for a while, but I can't do vlogs right now, sadly, because I need a PS5 camera to do vlogs on PS5, so, because the Share Factory doesn't work with the PS4 camera. It's so weird. Yeah, yeah, it is. They did that on purpose. That's a selling thing. They did that so you'd be forced to buy a PS5 camera, which is okay, right? It's really silly, and and it has, well, from our, yeah, it's them forcing money down the throat just like everyone else. I know this is gonna sound kind of dark, but I can't wait for the day when this all fails. I know that sounds terrible, but that's where it's going. Because that's the only route these choices go. They lead to destruction. So, yeah, yeah. Yeah, but the problem with that is lawmakers need to stand up and start standing their ground and say, no, that is not what the rights were made for. And that's what I'm saying. Like, and it's like I said, I'm not gonna go too much into well, yeah, to the environment or to the economy, any type of thing. And it's like that should be clamped down on. I agree, and I don't want to. I don't. I don't want to go. But it's like, but yeah, but I'm like, then you might as. But the problem with I see with that is one of those things is it's gotten to the point it actually is starting to hurt governments. Like even their pocketbooks are starting to get checked, which is why we're starting to see governments kind of starting to slap them. Like they're starting to actually hit these companies in the face. And that's because the government's pockets are getting hurt. It's like because the governments are now losing money, it's like this is just me being a little pessimistic, but I don't think the government cares about that. But I do think that because these governments don't make any profit off of these situations, that they're now like, no, you're not going to get away with this, not without us in the middle of it, basically. hmm Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. It's killing. It's killing them. I know what it is. I think it's starting to kill them. Is why it's starting. They're starting to do something about it.
The enemy is about to win.
Yep. Yep. That's what you get when you do unfettered capitalism. That's what you get. we always we always had this view of, oh, America's the best. We need to be capitalistic all the time. And I'm like, yeah, wait till you see where that leads. Rome thought the same thing. Look what happened to them. but it's like, but that's the only way for that. Like, well, no offense to capitalism, it kind of is communism. I don't care. I know that sounds harsh, and I forgive me to anyone if you. I don't mean that as an insult, just to let anyone know. But realistically, if you break down what capitalism is, it basically is communism in a different form. But the irony is, but now it's a double edged sword, isn't it? Okay, the government. Well, well, yeah, that's what I was about to say. But what's the difference? Would you rather be controlled by your government or some random private corporation? Which is it? Because you're gonna get either in that case. And I feel like in this case,
Enemy destroyer
yep,
foundered.
yeah. And that's why I agree with that. And I'll admit, in that case, yeah, I kind of prefer the government choice, just because at least it's somewhat feathered. Well, I don't think we realized when we were trying to make a perfect like democratic style of so like free government and all that freedom of rights. I don't think we realized that there comes a double-edged sword with that. That if you want it, you need to learn how to control it to the point of keeping it safe for everyone. Because true freedom is, how do you keep true freedom for every single individual, realistically? Like, and not let someone take all the power somehow eventually. I'm gonna kill the York, because we're gonna die. Oh, I am very screwed. That's why I said let me kill the York, because I'm gonna die. And I need to try to get, oh, did he just slow down? Damn, that York is smart. Hit him once. But yeah, it's like, it's one of those things like, without a proper system that actually can tear itself into neutrality, like we spoke of that one time, there really is no such thing as true freedom. And I hate to say that out loud when it comes to, especially me being in America. I know some people might take that personally, but no offense, it's true. Just because you live in America don't make you free. Not technically. Mm. It's like, and it's like, sure, there's places that are worse, but if you actually look at, if you are one of those that are actually lives on the lower spectrum of like low class and like the bottom of the barrel, like I have to live, is, no offense, like America's only free for the super rich. Everyone else has to fight to live. So it's like, and that's how it's become, and that's because of private corporatization. And that's why I'm gonna say this with a very light feather. I don't know if I necessarily agree with the war going on right now. Because I'm like, we're fighting a superpower when our own people can't even sustain it. And it's like, no, yeah, none of us agreed to do this. Like, I feel bad for Ukraine, but at the same time, like, once again, for the poor people of America, they kind of do face a lot of the same things in their own way. And it's like, then nobody realizes that.
Battle starts.
And that's what I mean, yeah. And then all the rich people are like, oh, we're fine, we can do it. I'm like, yeah, you can do it. Who knows? I mean, who knows? But the only reason why I agree with that, but at the same time, part of me, my more logical side goes, I could see that, but at the same time, because of all these crazy ass private companies that have cropped up, I almost don't think that they wouldn't succeed doing that, just because it almost ended up being a war in its own, right? So like PMC's being born against governments, like in Metal Gear, because they've been deprived of what they were doing, right? So in a way, no matter what happens, it would still cause a conflict somewhere. So there's no really one. That's why it sounds good on paper what you just said, but there's so many other factors that it's like I just think that don't think that's the ultimate goal. Just because I don't think there's enough unity even among their own for that to even work. So
The ship is on fire.
that sounds, yeah. See, that's probably true. Uh-oh. Right. And see that I agree with. And see that I could totally see that. I could believe that wholeheartedly, that that's what it is right there. Yeah. That's what I said. That I wholeheartedly think that is very accurate. We outsourced way too much. Like we're notorious of that over here. We're just now going to internal again after everything that's happened with our current leadership is all I'll say. I won't say any names. But anyways.
The ship is on fire.
Right? Yeah, I was like, we don't live in an ideal one, and on top of that, the little one is always the one that gets boned, because the bigger one can suffer it, the little one can't. That's the problem with low class versus high class theory, is because little ones will always get boned harder than anyone else.
Problem solved, sir. The ship is on fire.
Well, that's because, and it's ironic, other than, I'm going to say this once again with a light grain of salt, where I live right now, ironically, is I wish that would happen here, and it is kind of starting to get to that point, where people are starting to be like, no, we're not volunteering for nothing. Like, we're not going to go die for just some rich bank that's not doing anything for us. And it's happening in everywhere. That's the part that's good.
Main turret critically damaged. Main turret critically
Well, and I think that's the surprising thing both sides are going to get. I think that's going to happen here, too, at some point. I think it's going to be that both sides are going to be like... Yeah, I think it's going to be that both sides are going to be like, no, we're not dying for this. This does not help us whatsoever. Oh, it'll happen if the Russians are doing it. I'm pretty sure we'll end up doing it just because of. Right? How you like? You better start building robots to fight that thing for you. It's like, and then the robots fight us. Ay, ay, ay. It's like this is why we should just do away with the people that are in charge right now. I say that with light feather as well, but we should. They don't run this planet. We do. When it comes to civilian populace, no matter what country you come from Russia to U.S. to North Korea to South Korea to anywhere, to the Middle East, anywhere. The issue is not us, everyone. It's them. It's like it's the powers to be of every country. Yeah, we won't play at all because it's like if you won't let us at least get some sort of. It's like the old day. It's almost like going back to England. It's like we're returning back to the old days in like medieval, where people actually did force kings, like we were talking about, to actually do things for them to actually fight for their kingdom. And it's like, and it's getting like that again. And it's like they're now at that point that they're gonna have to prove themselves to their populace now if the populace is to continue doing anything for them anymore. Yeah. And that's how it was kind of before all the resistances and things in the old days. But in the old days, like I said, which is starting to happen again, we would turn immediately on our own king. So, but now, and I'm wondering if that's not, I almost think, just by the way, is once again with a grain of salt saying that, I think that's going to happen here. With our current, like I said, I'm not going to say any names, but with our current leadership, I have a feeling that's going to happen here. Where it's going to be almost like Pitchfork Farmer level. I am too, to be fair. We got picked on hard. Our team's just camping over there in the islands where no one's at. Alright, well, I won't get top in that match. Time is it, by the way? But yeah, sorry this turned into kind of a vlog, by the way, everybody, just in case y'all are watching for the World of Warships part. But since this is more of a filler stream anyways, that's kind of why it ended up like that. Plus, this is the kind of things people need to talk about. Like, we need to start talking about these things more and more. If we don't, it's never going to change. Like, the more people that talk about this and actually discuss it and bring it out in the open, and the more people who go, like, hey, this is what's happening, we need to figure this out, the less power any of those types of corporations or people will have, and will be able to go and be successful in the future. I mean, look at what happened to EA. They thought they were going to get away with all of that, and now look at them. Like, they're pretty hurting now. They've still got a decent amount of money to keep afloat because they're a AAA, and they've got their silly little FIFA problems still going on. but other than that, from what I've known, they've lost a lot of money. Like, other than their sports games. But that's the thing. Yeah, and that's the shitty thing about it, is that, yeah, the CEO itself will never suffer. That's the problem. That is what is the issue with our business model as a country. Yeah, as a country. Yeah, Yeah, and that's the problem with the business model we have in this country and that setup is that yeah, unless the government does something about it, these CEOs can literally bankrupt a company, make millions off of it, and then people have to go jobless and unable to feed their families while they get to sit high and mighty in their suites and hotels, just go into another company and do the same thing again. Yep. 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 It's just, I don't know. It's because it's been that way for so long, I think, too, that I don't think anyone. But I think the good thing about it now is, as a whole, they're starting to fall apart now. It's like the people like Elon and people like them are starting to make changes and things like that because we're starting to see a different breed of rich person. We're starting to see rich people who actually use their money for things, not just sit on it and be like, I have billions in the bank. I don't do nothing with it, but I have it. And it's like, why have it? It's exactly. It's like, and because it's a megalomania. It's a megalomania thing. If you were to have a psychologist interview most rich people, they'd be diagnosed with megalomania officially. Yeah, they would get tons of mental disorders on their freaking record if we were allowed to force them into mental assessments. Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. But he doesn't take away from people. He doesn't use his money to steal. He uses his money to rebuild the world. His money is literally goes towards trying to repair Earth, basically at this point. And it's like so that to me right there says he at least knows what he's doing. Oh God. Don't get me started. I hate that name. Yeah, don't get me started about that man. That man's the apex and maybe even the reason why this breed of rich person even exists. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like he's the reason why even all these rich douches even exist. Is because they all follow his business model. Bill Gates was the worst thing for this planet. Really was. It's terrible. Let's see how many I've got. Well, it's like I said, they all follow that model now. He is their apex. He's basically their progenitor. He's the reason why they exist. If it weren't for him, none of this even would be possible today. Yeah. And it's like, uh-huh, yeah. Yeah, I was gonna say the only thing that foundation supports is your pocketbook. It's like and I know people that may seem harsh, and people are like, but they're still helping people. I'm like, yeah, maybe a certain percentage, but that's what these companies do. They will help like maybe 10 to. What they'll do is they'll maybe like help 10 to 15% of the planet, and that's not a lot. Actually, maybe not even that. That's being generous, to be fair. Me saying that, it may not even be that much. Yep, because they want the kudos. Hmm. Mm. Yep. Yeah, and that's dirtier than what I just said because what I was talking about is these charities created by these companies that aren't really real. Like they help only a certain percentage to make them look like a charity, right? Yeah. Yeah, it makes them look like a charity, but they're not really.
Let's give them a hard time.
Yeah. And it's like, and that's where a lot of it is. Like, I'm all for giving to charity, and I still would if I could, just to help the percentage. It does still help. But that being said, they're not really real charities at the end of the day, because a charity should be able to help more than, yeah, should be able to help more than like 3% of worth of people. That's not enough. Yep, I've done that. Yep, you're giving it directly. That's what I do. That's what I try to do. Yep. And see, and that's what I would do also if I was a rich person. That's why I wish I had money as well. Is everyone's like, oh, give it to this, and they'll give it to them. No. If I'm going to spend that much money, and I'm going to want to help, let's say I wanted to go to another country and help a town of people that's a really small town, and they're suffering from diseases, sickness, or hunger, and starving, and all that. I'm going to take my ass to whatever thing I can get supplies from, get that stuff squared up, and I'm gonna get it there myself, because then I know they have it. And that's the Guardian in me coming out, because that's the part I think why I get irritated with a lot of the way things are done in the world. Like, as a Guardian and what I believe in, I'm like, none of this is really helping people. Like, y'all don't know what the meaning of helping people is. Nope. No, yeah. No, we could easily stop this, but we don't. That one. It's just, it's so sad. It's such a, yeah, it's such a cruel thing. It really is. All the, yeah, that's what, and that's the point, right? I guess, yeah, huh? It does make you wonder, and that's the sick part about it, in my opinion. Instead of the people, it should be just people out of the kindness of their heart, putting their money together to go and do a thing. That's all it should be. I'm getting nailed. Yep. Yep. To build missiles and weapons. It's like, what's the point? It's like, what's the point of me giving this? This is all it's gonna be. It's the same thing with the war. Well, what's the point anymore? Yep, or it is now. Or it is now. It didn't used to be that, but it is now. Yep.
Enemy battleship sighted.
And that's also another thing. That's not helping Ukraine. That's just making its situation worse at the end of the day. Because that means you're pushing the conflict longer and longer and longer. Now, albeit I would not want to. Now, yeah, albeit I want to, on the double-edged sword, say I wouldn't want to be run by Russia either. But still, it's. Yeah. That's because the ones making the choices in Ukraine may not actually be Ukraine anymore. Britain and America, and then god dang it. And that right there should tell you maybe we aren't who we say we are anymore. That's not, I want to kind of end it there, because now we're gonna start getting into some dangerous area. But Yeah, like now we're gonna start getting into some dangerous area, but I'll leave it at that. What Tam Kim just said is 100% accurate. Like most people don't even know that deal was even going on. I'm glad you know about that, because it kind of got swept under the rug. That, well, that's what I mean. It got swept under. It on purposely got swept under the rug, so they could, you know, get away with the fact that you just basically forced Ukraine into a war. Yep. Yeah, and that's, yeah. I guess that, you know, yeah, and that's another thing about it. Like, honesty goes a long way. Like Tam King said, if half of these like crooked little ratty rats actually were honest to their civilian infrastructure about why it actually is happening, you never know. They might actually support it. Yeah, that's at least something you can bring to the debating table and say, this could actually happen. And if you give me enough statistics that actually make sense, and not something that might just be written up on a on a piece of paper by some dude in an office. Russia bad. And that just makes your, yeah, it makes your argument null and void, and basically tells the world that you're doing this for, that you're full of shit. You're doing this to conquer people. That you have become the conqueror, and not them. Like, basically, I hate to equate this to it. America's basically old day England. America wants the world. That's all it cares about.
We've destroyed an enemy cruiser.
Yeah, but I think but here's the thing though. I think the irony in it though is I don't think that they're getting that much bigger. China maybe, but I don't think Russia's ever gotten any bigger. It's like I think Russia's always kind of been stuck in their corner. Is hell, technically you could argue they're not even allowed to expand. Yeah, but you also got to understand that that in its own right, isn't that a dictator thing to do? But how do we know that? It's because here comes the thing I've always said when it comes to stuff like this. Unless you can go there yourself or get word from someone who's lived it, how do we know any of that's true at this point anymore in the modern, when it comes to the modern media and the modern universe and the modern earth that we live on now? Technology and media is so good now, they could tell us anything and it would sound legit at this point. So it's like, and it's like, so who's to say any of that is accurate? That, oh, we needed to keep Russia from this, we need to keep this from that, this from that. The only one I think I'd even believe, because I've heard people that live there, their stories more than anything, is North Korea. I think that's the only one I would believe anything I hear in the news of, because I've seen things and heard things from people who've come from there. That place is terrible. But it's like, but that's different. Now you're getting the word from someone who lives in that country, who actually came from that country, like firsthand. He's not on a TV being paid to tell you anything. He's just sitting in front of you as a friend, he or she, and they tell you what their life experiences are, like humans used to do a long time ago when they share experiences with each other. And that's how you find out real knowledge. You want real knowledge about another country? Ask someone who actually lived in it. Like, I know someone could argue, like, well, what about the people on the news and the people, these, like, refugees? Like, I gonna say it right now. This is just a theory. I can't prove this. I'm nobody. But I will say this. I guarantee you, all the people on those videos or those media channels, probably only 10% of them probably actually come from Ukraine. Because here's the thing: when it comes to media, you could put someone on a screen and say, "I'm from here," and teach them with a. Because here's the thing: is something I learned with linguists now, like from like watching other linguists teach how language works. If you're a good linguist and you hire a good linguist to teach someone, you can make someone sound like they're from anywhere. If I trained hard enough, I could sound like I'm from Russia. It's like it's one of those things that you'll never really know because you're looking at it through a screen. You're not there. So who's to say what you're being told means anything? Especially when the fact, like Sam King said, and this is something you can look up for yourself, it is fact that that Ukraine actually was going to make peace treaties with Russia until everything happened. So if that's the case, is it really? So if you if you look at that, from a outside the box perspective, if it's that bad in Ukraine, why were they that willing to make peace with Russia? You got to look at it from those perspectives. Like, people have stopped using their common sense in modern times because they just get told to think everything at this point because of media. So what people don't realize, if you look at the actual things happening physically, so Ukraine making peace before the war ever started, means that they were completely fine with Russia just being next to them. So that means that technically the Western influence is the one that caused the war, not Russia. And like I said, I don't want to go too much into that because it is a bit of a touchy subject, but I want to iterate as just someone who lives in America and as someone who lives at the bottom of the barrel, who's on the low class side of things, is not a rich guy, doesn't have all that money to do whatever he wants. America has no place in Ukraine. It really doesn't. It really doesn't. I know I'm a nobody, but that's the last thing I'll put is we need to wake up as a society and realize this is a bullshit what we're doing right now, and we need to put a halt to it. We need to end this conflict. We need to pull our resources back and say no, and let Ukraine make their deal with Russia. Because all this is a power play, and people really need to realize that. But that's the thing. It's all greed. That's why I'm putting it like it is. All it is a power play. Because losing Ukraine means nothing in the grand scheme of anything. Oh yeah, but that's what I'm saying. If you're looking to bully a country, yeah. But that's what I'm gonna say it like it is. Yeah, if US is looking to bully Russia, then yeah, Ukraine is important. But no other reason. So it's like, it's like, well, that's what I'm saying. We're about to cause WW3 over something so stupid. Oh yeah, I've seen it. But see that in its right, should wake people up and be like, guys, we need to stop this. We are literally about to start WW3 over a small territory. It's not. It's not, because if World War III happens, we all get destroyed. So it's like, people need to wake up. Like, this is a very serious issue and a very serious threat to everyone in the planet. Not just Russia, not just US, not just Britain, not just both Koreas, not just China. And it's like, and that's the part that worries me, because they don't realize that this is gonna snap, and if it does, we're all gonna pay the price. Everyone thinks, oh, I'm safe where I'm at. You're not. If World War III happens, no one's safe. There's no such thing as safety in a world war. And that's what I'm saying. And then that'll cause civil riots, and then that'll happen here as well. It's like I said, if we allow this to happen, everyone across the planet as a whole species will pay the price. And it's like, but no, once again, I don't think that's what it is. Because then that would mean, because you have to understand, if that were the case, then that would have, you would have to go under the assumption that that means that Putin's in on that. But I don't think he is. He may well be, but I don't think it's that. I don't think it's that. I don't think. I don't. The thing is, I don't think that's the case though. That's the part that I don't believe. Like, I believe that there is a bad higher up power to a certain extent in each country, but I don't think they're united. I don't, because you would have they would because here's the thing. Because here's the thing. Well, it's that greed. It's that ultimate thing that's killing our species already now as it is. It's that greed. No matter where you are, who you are, rich or not, that greed will rip themselves apart. But that's once again, that's because they are affected by that. So, but well, that's because they made their money though. But that's the thing. Even greed has its limits. But here's the thing about a world war. No one gets out of that unscathed, not even the rich. You can't get, there's no such thing. I'll almost tell you right now, no matter how much they think they would be able to do that, Sun Tzu said it the best. There's no such thing as a controlled war. War is war. When that war breaks off, even if, wait, hold on, let me finish. Even if they were helping each other, and hypothetically, that conspiracy is true, and they are all on the same side, you know what happens next? The ones who left who aren't on their side of the civilian basis launches what they have on them. So no matter what happens, the big wigs get killed. It doesn't matter, because you can't do that. You can't control conflict. There is no, unless you're using robots, which they don't fully have yet. Unless you're using robots, you cannot control war. And so someone somewhere who is ex-military is going to get fed up, and he's going to say fuck all of this, and he's going to launch nukes on the higher ups. Like I said, that's how that always happens. You can't control that, Tim King. There's no such thing. Putin's one man, and so are all. In even if you have a certain percentage of a higher up, like super government, whether it be U.S. or Putin in Russia or North Korea, South Korea, China, there are too many people in each country for that. You are when you're the leaders. They make up for 2%. And guess what? The people that have to fight these wars for them, that even if they did blow up outskirt cities, those cities have their families in it. So what happens is those militaries turn on the highwigs and end up killing everyone, and then everyone dies. They will be. They will. They will. No, they will be. They will be. Trust me. They can't. Our government. Our governments aren't advanced enough to run without a physical human military. Not yet. Here's the but here's the but here's the but here's the thing. That one man in the bunker is who's going to kill the higher ups. Because that's the thing. That one man in no, it is because it's called, and it's, I forget what the term is psychologically. It's like internal madness. There's a certain term for it. Where if you are the killer of the world, it's like the destroyer of the world terminology. If you get that man sees that madness and sees the pain he's caused, along with maybe even one of his own gets caught, or his own family or people he cares about gets caught in it, he's going to lose his mind in that bunker by himself, and he's going to end up saying, screw it. Well, if I'm the only one down here, I might as well kill them too. So he'll wipe out all of them. And that will backfire completely on the rich bigwigs. They wouldn't, because there's no such, because that guy's going to get screwed. The person who presses the button, but hold on. But even then, there's always other. Yeah, but even then, there's other people who would launch. Like I said, Tam King, there's no such thing as controlled nuclear war. There's not. If one happens, they all happen. No, I'm talking about. No, there's no. But you keep acting like there's control. There's no such thing as control. No matter how much the rich people, think there is, they will end up dying with us. There is no other alternative. They think that they know, and they think that they have the power to survive it. They do not. There is no such thing as a human unless they, like I said, the only alternative I will give you that is even remotely possible, but we're not quite advanced enough yet, is if they all become robots before the war. If they all become machines in a different species before the war, sure, I could see them surviving that. They would wipe us out at that point, and there's nothing we could do about it. We'd be too late and have to suffer our own mistake of letting it get this far. But as a human, there's no such thing. Humans are victim of this is why I love James, because James is the epitome of this example as an individual in life. No matter how strong or how powerful you are, how good you are, how alpha you are, chaos is always going to screw you. It does not care who you are. It does not care how rich you are. It does not care how powerful you are, what guns and bombs you have. It is going to find a way to kill you. Because chaos is life, and life overrules anything we humans could ever even conceive. So, trust me, they will die with us if something pops off. The worst case scenario in this case is we're just gonna all die in that case. We will go extinct because there won't be not even rich or poor left, because there won't be neither will let the other live. It's just the rule of chaos. It's like there is no such thing as control. What they want is something a human species cannot achieve, which is why I said the only way to get that control is machines. That is the only way. Otherwise, humans aren't efficient enough to do it. So, like I said, machines are that's the only thing I'm always scared of on this planet, because that is the ultimate goal of something that would actually succeed at controlling things. Because a machine is a different breed of creature versus a human. They don't make the same mistakes because they're not built the same way. So in life. So that's what terrifies me. But as far as nuclear war, like I said, we'll all die. It's terrible to say it, but nuclear war, even though it's the most likely thing to happen if something bad did pop off, no one's surviving that. Ain't happening. Like the movies may try to paint it off as work on a this is that, this is that, this is that. No. In real life scenario, the whole planet is gonna die. She's gonna have to reset. Like it's gonna be terrible if that happens. So it's like, but once again, there is no hiding. There is no hiding, Tim. There is not enough advanced technology in this world to keep them alive on a dead world. No, it's true. We're smart. Yeah, no, yes it will. No, yes it will. Yes it will. That's already been proven. No, it wouldn't, Tam King. That's already been proven. That if enough nuclear bombs are set off in the world at the same time, the atmosphere will crack and it will destroy our world. Which means we would become like Mars. No, yeah, underground as well. We would become like Mars, because the theory is Mars, through meteorite impacts that are much like nuclear bombs, just much bigger. That's what killed Mars. It was meteorite impacts, much equivalent, so many of them, much equivalent to nuclear blast, it probably killed its atmosphere. And it's the same thing will happen here if we all shot at the same time. Well, but yeah, but you want to know what? But you want to know why that magnetic field's dead? Because it has no real atmosphere, and the atmosphere, and they did prove it, because the atmosphere is slowly restoring itself, as we talked about. So this means that Mars, once upon a time, had an ecosystem, but something killed it. So that's why I said that would be the same equivalent as getting smashed in by multiple meteors at once, or one large one. Although one large one might actually crack the shell of the Earth, but well, that one wasn't that big. That was more for, like I said, the smaller ones will cause ice ages, but they won't destroy the ozone. But when it comes, but here's the thing that's different between a meteor and a nuclear bomb. This is why ours would be worse. A meteor isn't naturally nuclear. A meteor, reason why it causes so much devastation is the pure force it hits the planet with, and causes other radiation things to happen. But when it comes to nuclear, what do you call it, neutronium or whatever, plutonium or whatever it is, and stuff that nuclear bombs are laced with, that stuff's poisonous to any living life form. So so the scientists have already predicted and have already calculated here in the U.S. if nuclear war happened and U.S. launched, Russia launched, China launched, North Korea launched, and Britain launched, that's world devastation. There's enough nukes now in the air that the atmosphere is going to be completely fucked for 100 or so more years. And it's like, well, it depends on the yield. They also said if they use their big boys, if they use their big boys, it might be almost to hundreds of thousands of years. But if they use the littler ones, they said it would probably be up to 100 to 300 years worth of no sun and no nothing. No, they said it wouldn't. No, it wouldn't, because there would not be enough sun to provide oxygen, to provide energy. There would not be. There would not be. There would not. Well, no. Even the inner side of the planet, the only thing that would survive would be deep near the core, and there's no way for us to get down that deep yet. So there's no way we would survive a cataclysm like that as a species. We would die if nuclear war happened. It is a proven fact that nuclear war would be the end of all of our species. And pretty much every other species. Because of our selfishness. That's fake. That's fake. That's fake. That's fake. Scientists said that's fake. Even the bunkers back in the 50s would not have saved you. He said that's fake. That was the government trying to make people feel better during the Cold War, just in case nukes got shot. But realistically, what they weren't telling anybody is there's no surviving that no matter what. There is no such thing as a bunker that will save you from a nuclear explosion. No, that's not how it works. That's not how that works. It's not. Doesn't matter. Well, that's what I'm saying, Tam King. You're basing this off of a game. That's not real. Scientists have already said that a nuke would insta destroy your bunker. No, real. No, you're not, Tam King, because real scientists have already said bunkers don't really work. There's no such thing as a bunker that could save you from a nuclear catastrophe. No, even the ones now. No, they tested on modern day bunkers. They do one more. Yeah, but I want to point out. But hold on. But I want to. But I want to point out. But I want to point out, Tim. But I want to point out, Tam King, that all of them do that now. So it doesn't matter. That's why I said they tested these theories out. They tested these theories, Sam King. I can tell you right now, they tested these theories. Yes, I do originally, but you're not talking about modern nukes. Not the modern ones don't. They do not. They hit the ground. Yeah, but the airburst one. Yeah, but the airburst. Yeah, but the airburst ones aren't. No, that's backwards, Sam King. The airburst ones do not get used anymore because the airburst ones aren't effective. They can only blow out. They can only. No, they're not. They can only blow out. They can only blow out surface areas of certain cities. They cannot hit. They cannot spread. No, but they can't spread. But hold on, that's not effective as a nuke because they need to be able to spread out and crack the earth around it, which is what they're normally made for. So that's why they said modern day bunkers are not going to save you. They're not. They've tested them out on them. A modern day bunker, you are going to die just as much from a nuke as anyone on the surface. Well, no, just in general, I mean, literally, the blast is just too strong. It really is because no one's going to use an airburst in a nuclear war. They've even said that because but they're not. But it's not about devastating a city. That's why the scientists said people have a misconception of that. If people are going to even hold on, let me finish. What I was saying is that what I'm trying to say is if you stop distracting me because I keep getting sidetracked is what I'm trying to say is in the way the scientists have explained is that in nuclear war they're not going to use airbursts because it's not about taking out individual cities. It's about causing as much widespread destruction as possible, and the only ones that can do that are the ones that hit the ground because they cause earthquakes. They shatter the earth's crust. They can affect cities hundreds of miles away, whereas an airburst can only blow up the city it hit. So that's why they would use the bigger ones. They would not use airbursts in a nuclear war fallout scenario. They would use the big boys because they would want to make sure no one survives. It's like I said, nuclear war is death of humanity. No matter what anyone thinks can try to save them, there is no such thing as safety in nuclear war. That's what makes it the most terrible creation we've ever made. Other than the fact that we might discover dark matter one day and use it instead. That's far worse. Whoa. Oh, okay, Fiji's dead. Yo, Sealy. What's up, bro? I'm streaming just until I get ready to do my thing. I gotta get off here after this one, I think. What time it is. Yeah. Oh no, we were just talking about different like world catastrophes and stuff, and what would be the most likely things to kill us completely. Well, it's always us. See, we're the reason why we create everything. But nukes were born because of us. Robots are being born because of us. So it's like, no matter which one you're looking at, it's always the human part, anyways, that did it. But we're talking about like what's the guaranteed way in most cases that our society would be completely just gone. And that's one of them. Yeah, I'll say plague is another one. Like any virus is terrible. That you can't really hide from really well either. You'd have to have a airtight room that's like one of those like clean rooms permanently. It is. I will say that it is. You could at least build a clean room more efficiently than something that survive a nuke. Like viruses, at least you can fight against. Whether it be you find some sort of genetic thing that you could do. Oh, it would, yeah. Oh, it wouldn't. Not until we found a way to. Because the only way to fight something like that, not only like I said, clean room, but to get around it, you would have to genetically adapt the species to be immune to the virus, right? Kind of like Ellie is in Last of Us, right? So it would have to be one of those scenarios. It would eventually. Well, that's what I'm saying. It would eventually. That's no. As long as a species survives in a virus long enough, they'll become immune to it. Eventually, one of their generations will. It won't be for a few generations though. That's why Ellie wasn't immune to it until how much later? What year was it by the time Joel met her? And he had already lost his family ages ago, years ago. And it's like, so no. If you actually look at the timeline, it's been years since Joel lost his family when you see the beginning of the game. That's why he takes to Ellie, because she looks like his daughter back in the day. But because it's been at least 1 to 2 generations, Ellie is one of the first few who has started to become immune naturally to it. Because she's born around the virus. So, eventually it would happen. But like I said, it would take a while. But at least that's reasonable. Like, surviving something like that is at least reasonable time. It may only take you maybe 70 years at worst. Maybe 50. Because that's worth like one to 2 generations, right? So that's better than 200 to 300 years. Or worse. Like, God, 200, 300 years is terrible. God, think about that number. Think of how terrible that number is. And that's small. Well, yeah, but thousands, you might as well give up at 1,000. Like, anything above 1,000 for a human, I'd be like, you know what? I'm just gonna move on from this planet. Right? No, I agree. That's what I want. I agree with him on that. Give me a way to Mars, Elon, please. Let me out. I'll go repair Mars. It's like, I'll go repair Mars with you and let Earth do it to its own freaking devices. Or a space station. Well, I would think it'd have to be a pretty big space station. I think I'd rather have a city ship, like a ship that's big enough to house a city in it, so that way you could move around as well. Because it's like, at least then you don't have to stay in your own soul system anymore. You just go wherever you want. I mean, that's true, but I wouldn't even do that. I'd be like, if you're gonna, no, it would be more than, it'd be more than that. Like I said, well, yeah, for everyone dead, but they wouldn't be able to go back to Earth and live on it for another 100 years. So it's like, but at that point, it's like, why bother? Why bother going back to it? If you've already screwed your planet over that bad, you might as well take responsibility for it and just leave. And just like, you know what, I'm done. And just be like, and just take your spaceship, which is why I would prefer a city ship over a space station, and just leave. And just go somewhere. Be like, now we're a permanently spacefaring species. I mean, yeah, but I mean, we say that, but it's kind of like, but no offense, if we don't have the tech for that, then we don't have the tech, like I said, to survive what I said. So, because that ship isn't that hard to do. It's just the only thing they're not doing is the propulsion. Size-wise, they could steal the minerals from asteroids and things in space. Like they would, that cause, well, that's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, I guess that's true too. You really don't have to go fast because who cares, right? You really have a destination you're really trying to get to. So, if you're just gonna drift through space as a permanently spacefaring species, just solar sail it. Just go use solar sails. What's up? Oh, if you ran into any, then that's where the things just change completely for a species. That really just depends on the species you run into. Knowing us, though, if we just got out of a nuclear catastrophe and was a spacefaring species, I doubt our spaceship's going to be that good. So, I'm pretty sure we get wrecked. if another alien came across, especially if it was moving faster than us, that means everything on that ship is better. Guns, engines, everything. Basically. So it's like, you know, dude, it might actually cause it. That actually might keep us away from nuclear more. That's why I love movies, and I do sometimes wish reality was a little more like some movies. Well, it's not even just that. His presence is what keeps that reality from using too many nuclear devices on Earth. Because the more nuclear devices you have, the more it draws him in. Because that's his food source. So it's almost like a literal, like, what do you call it? Yeah, that destroyer. That's why I went this way. He tried to kill me. But like, that's why I do wish like things like Siren Head, Godzilla, even though it's dark, even Siren Head's numbers outweigh humanity. I hope you know. Technically, Siren Head. No, it's not. It's a species. What's his name confirmed that? That was his original lore. That's been his canon lore. There's always been more than one Siren Head. There's even hints of it in the original game that was the first one ever made. Like the one that was actually more canon. There is a mention of it in there where one of the notes you find talks about this isn't the first one either. There's been reports of things like this all over the planet. No. The theory is that they live in the deeper forests. It's kind of like the theory about spiders, right? And where all the bigger spider species live. They live in the deep jungles and stuff where humanity doesn't thrive. But the thing about it is that these things are so good at stealth and shape-shifting that they started running out of food and they couldn't sustain themselves on wildlife. So what they started to do is they started spreading out around the world and living among the countries. So there's technically a different tribe of siren heads in every country. And they can communicate for very long distances. I'm pretty sure states away they can talk to each other. Yeah, basically. Because since they are technically living antenna, essentially, they can just receive messages from each other. I don't remember his name. I used to know his name. He's like Scott. He's an individual artist who created something that kind of took off. And he never expected it to really take off. That's why I'm going into the islands. I'm trying to catch up with the other battleship and the other destroyer so I can have him as a scout. Yeah, I'm out. I didn't let. He noticed I left. He must have stopped chasing me. Just do the same route I'm doing. Go completely in between the islands and go full speed and try to catch up. Oh, there she is. There she is. Oh, she has no health. I'm gonna wait right here. Or actually, no, me and you should keep heading towards our destroyer. He has to come get us. If he wants to, yeah. Oh, watch out, Tam King, he might get you. Yeah, you should have been turning sooner. You might be alive. Barely, but you're alive. If you had taken 3, yeah. That was death of 3. Oh! Did I make top? I did not. I'm doing terrible right now. I gotta be top 4 3 times. I've only done it once. I haven't been paying attention because we've been talking about a lot of stuff. But yeah, Siren Head. I wish things like Siren Head, Godzilla, Xenomorphs. Well, no, that Xenomorphs are probably the scariest one out of all those I said, because Xenomorphs are almost uncontrollable to the point of that would force humanity to be so damn intelligent that they would have to fight back. Because realistically, in real life terms, if we created Xenomorphs, unlike Wayland, I don't think we'd be able to control them at all or for very long. And even if we did, they'd betray us in a heartbeat. Just like how the Jurassic Park theory is. They'd find a way to get out of our control and kill us. It's just Xenos are they're too independent in that fashion. So they only answer to their own. So I don't think we would. I really don't think we would. Wayland has a military, and half of their installations get destroyed. Yeah, but no, but even then, think about that theory though, Tim King. Even if you break down from IRL, you look at the weapons that Wayland and the Marines use. They have explode. They have only at point blank. The only reason why Hudson got that kill is because he stuck it in its mouth. But that's the thing. You're not going to get that opportunity in IRL. That wouldn't matter. A 50 cal is good, but you're not going to fire enough rounds, TMK. And the 50 cal is not going to shoot the bullet fast enough that it's going to may hit the Xeno unless it's running straight at you. A Xeno dodge, yeah, but you're not going to give hundreds of thousands of soldiers all 50 cals. There's not enough. You would. I hope you know, and I hope you know, modern day rifles is not going to pen. No, they are, Tam King. They're only. No, I'm talking about if you were to take a standard drone and pull it to our timeline, our standard M16s and rifles are not going to pierce her exoskeleton. They'll bounce off. Yeah, but that's not going to be enough. Grenades aren't fast enough, and the amount of Xenos you're going to have before the military even gets involved is too late. Xenos are too strong for our military. We would barely survive that as is, and we would not win. We would survive in a situation much like Terminator, where we'd have to create cities and blockade the walls. Just like they do in actual Earth on Wayland. They have to have, they're like dome cities now. No one lives outside these cities because outside that city, no matter where you go, is hive territory. So so there is no such thing as safety on Earth with Xenos. If Xenos existed and we made them as volatile as they are in the movie, efficiently enough, they would decimate most of our military in a day. And we wouldn't stand a chance. we would have to kill ourselves. We'd have to use our other ultimate weapon that would also kill us in the process to kill them, which would be nukes. Which is ironically what the U.S. Marines do half the time. Well, even Moabs, you're not going to guarantee killing enough of them. You're not. There's just that many. Hives grow at an exponential rate. You would have to hit them with your biggest bombs. This is why the U.S. Marines, when they're done with a facility, like what they did to Hadley's Hope at the end. Well, they didn't have to do it actually because the reactor did it for them. But but technically, what the plan would have been if Ripley and was it Hicks or Hudson? I always get them backwards. The one that survived. Hicks is the one that survived, right? Yeah. So if Hicks and Ripley had made it to the ship and the reactor actually wasn't going critical, Hicks would have had Ripley unlock the nuclear guns on freaking Sulaco and blow that place into nexus, right? It's like, but that's your only way to deal with a hive. It's something that could kill you just as easily, and that's the problem with xenomorphs. To kill enough of them at a time, you need something that's just as detrimental to you. So it's pretty terrible. That's why I said we wouldn't be able to stand a candle against xenomorphs. Siren Head, sure. I think there's enough of that. We have enough bombs that we could actually hurt them, especially the size Siren Heads are, because they're big. I'm pretty sure regular Moabs could get rid of their species, but not the Xenos. They're too squirrely. They're good at what they do. They know when they're in danger, and they know how to avoid certain catastrophes like that. Like, even the Queen instinctually knew that that reactor was going to blow up. That's why she boarded the ship and tried to kill Ripley and them on board the Sulaco, along with being pissed at Ripley. Because she was like, "Are you okay? You gonna blow up all my eggs? Fine, I'm gonna come and rip your face off." It's like, so. But yeah, I'm pretty sure Xenos would be in. It'd be similar to nukes in a different way. I'm pretty sure that'd be one of those end scenarios for humanity if they didn't find a way to hide. Because that's the only way to avoid a Xeno is to hide. Because here's something else people don't know about Xenos, which is why the cities get to survive most of the time. Is Xenos up until a certain point will never deplete the resources of their world. People used to think they did, but they don't. They will actually know how much is left instinctually as a hive to host from and stop hosting. So every now and then the hives will go dormant on Earth. So that way they can and during these times are when humans can go outside the cities more. But here's the problem though. Is every time this happens, and this is where the catch-22 comes in. The Xenos sense that. So as soon as the humans start repopulating outside the domes in the story, all of a sudden the hive goes out of hibernation and reawakes again. It's because they have some sort of connection with their planet. I don't know how it works. That's the sci-fi part I can't explain. That seems to be deeply rooted in the life cycle of the planet itself, meaning almost like they know when the planet is producing enough resources and when it's not. So as soon as they sense it, they're awake. As soon as there's not enough, they're asleep. That's why their homeworld is half the time vacant, because the predators bombed their world to the point that there was no life left on it. And they did that for a reason. They did that so both hives would go dormant. And that's how predators harvest xeno eggs and allow them to take them to other worlds and use them for hunts. Because what they do is they will make the hive dormant first. They make the hive dormant first, and then they'll push in on the planet and collect the eggs. Because they know if there's not enough life for the hive to sustain, it will go to sleep. Why would stormtroopers don't win in any universe? They'd lose against modern day military, partially because they can't hit shit. I know, that's what I just said. Oh, from what? Oh, wait, what? What stormtroopers are you talking about? Oh, Starship Troopers. You mean the mobile infantry? That's actually probably the most realistic version of a futuristic military in any of them, because those weapons kind of seem like something we would be capable of doing right now. Like, mobile infantry is probably the closest representation of what humanity could turn into as a military hound in space. And they also still technically carry nukes on those ships, so they can technically vaporize the surface of a bunch of arachnid. I mean, look at the strike bombers in the movie during that instance when they're holding out on that base, and you see those strike bombers fly over and just go boom, 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 and just wipe out like a square 10-mile radius of shit. It's like, see, you actually want my honest opinion? I actually think mobile infantry would be better at fighting Xenos than actual U.S. Marines in the Xenomorph universe. In the Xenomorph universe. Well, I think the thing about it is this is the one time I have to give Xenomorphs the loss in this. The Arachnids can produce way more Arachnids than the Xenos can produce Xenos. Like, yeah, and the Arachnids also have more than one leader rather than just one queen, one set of queens per hive. So, technically, the Arachnids in that case are more dangerous, which is why I do think MI, aka Mobile Infantry, would actually decimate a Xenomorph hive. Just because they're trained to fight in the millions. Things that number in the billions to millions. So technically, even xenomorph hives don't ever get that big. They'll get to maybe a million at best, but I've never seen one. The only ones that get to 20 million and higher are the ones on like the xenomorph home worlds, or the ones that they dominate the culture on those worlds. But but the arachnid homeworld of Klendafu has already been proven that shit houses over 100 billion arachnids at any time. So it's like, so mobile infantry habit works in that case. That's why they say more meat for the meat grinder when you sign up for mobile infantry. Because most likely you're going to get ripped apart by an arachnid at some point. it's, like, it's hilarious. I mean, plasma based, obviously. I mean, bug biology, who knows? Bugs are weird. They can do things in real life that humans wouldn't be able to handle either. With their bodies, like, I mean, look at the ant. We talked about this, Celia. The ant, how it has this sac inside of it that can literally project xenomorph vomit onto things and melt things. They're called the Ausoromorphics. I forget their ant species name. I looked it up last time. But it's like, think about how freaky that is. Does it really baffle you that a spacefaring bug can do something like that? Now, what were you saying, Tim King? That's what I'm saying. Well, a lot of bugs do, but ants are the weirdest. They are the closest thing to xenomorphs we have on this planet. Well, that's what I'm saying, yeah. But that's the thing about insects. They do that all the time. Insects, even in normal life, will evolve pretty hard to match what they're hunting. So, I don't think they can do that yet. That's true, yeah. Oh yeah, like the spider. No, that's a good example. Yeah, Dan King's right. The bird-eating spider. It has evolved to throw its hairs off of its body into the passing to a passing bird's face and poison the bird out of the sky and make it fall to its death. And then it will climb out of the tree and eat it. Dang, you know how freaky that is? That's some. Right? That's what I'm saying. Like, so if you think if little insects can do that, it does not surprise me that the plasma bugs and arachnid can do that because they fight things that fight them from space, right? So it makes sense that one of their bugs would evolve to shoot those things down. I That's why I said compared to Xenos, that scene in the movie when the captain looks over the wall at what's coming, that will make that would make any U.S. colonial marine and xenomorph shit his pants. Because Xenos may come in large numbers, but not that large a number. Yep, tech bugs. They were derived. They made technically those were evolved because they those are meant to fight the mechs that mobile infantry does. That's another thing that mobile infantry does that Colonial Marines doesn't do. They have mechanized war units. Like they have giant mechs that they fight the arachnids with. So it's like, so in a way, they're already more advanced than the U.S. Colonial Marines. Well, technically, they do later on. Well, technically, they start to do this later on. We saw it in the Fire Team game, remember? We got that one mission with Betsy or whatever that mech was that was a Colonial Marine version of a power loader. It's like they started eventually doing that, but it wasn't until like later in the war for some reason. Even though they probably should have been doing that from the beginning. Especially since Ripley killed a queen with a construction one. It's like, why not make military versions then if that's capable of killing a queen? And it's like, but that's just how it is in sci-fi sometimes. That's why I kind of like the mobile infantry better to a certain extent because they are actually pseudo more realistic to what a society would do in a scenario like that. It is. It's a really strange movie to watch. And I'll admit, like, it's got a lot of weird, very masochistic slash chauvinistic tropes from back in the day. But yeah, yeah, yeah. It's like, but yeah, propaganda and the way governments kind of think probably. It's like takes a lot of jabs at it. But it's a good movie. I do like it. Like I said, overall, it is one of the to this day to me one of the better insect movies. The second and third one aren't too good, but the first one's fantastic. Like the first one's brilliant. They weren't too good. They tried to do weird. Well, they tried. Huh? What? The first one's this is how I keep in track of the timeline. The first one is Rico's Squad, Rico's Roughnecks. Is what the first movie is about. Where the second movie is about this experimental facility that's hidden on Klendathu that has this fence around it that keeps the bugs out that is meant to experiment on the bugs and learn more about them. But in this scenario, a new type of bug that's able to get in your brain and host you and take control of you, kind of like the Flood do, is born. No, that movie is a sequel. That because here's the thing: at the end of the third movie, you get to see Rico again in the third. Right? No, that was that ate your brain. I'm not talking about that. This was a parasite that would crawl into your inside of your body, and it would take control of you. So that's kind of, but that's what I'm saying. It was basically like the flood. The second movie was kind of a version of Arachnid that was very much like the Flood. The it, yeah, they do something like that. Yeah, maybe who knows? And maybe it's sending. Maybe Malik's parasite sends me signals telling you must love me. Yep, they can take over the cat instead. Yeah, right. Yeah, no one's quite sure. Also, it also got well, I mean, it would technically be the parasite instead of the cat because it would mean that the parasite took over the cat's brain long ago. But which means the parasite's the one doing the thinking. So technically, that would be literally invasion of the body snatchers at that point. That's that is because that is kind of the essentialness of what that is. Yep. Well, it deactivates. Yeah, it deactivates their what do you call it? Their what is that? And that self-preservation. Self-preservation. That's the word I'm looking for. They deactivate the self-preservation section in the brain. And I mean, who's to know that some humans don't have some of those in them? Because I mean, who's to say I'm not at risk because I have a cat? I have a cat as a pet, but it's like I do think that's still just maybe human thrill, but that still could be part of it. Who knows? But I think the thing that creeps me out about what's it called parasite is I think the thing that makes me a little more concerned about how it behaves is it almost seems sentient, right? What kind of smartness, what intelligence does it take to know, okay, if I get this species to do this, then I can get the species I'm after? That takes some intelligence. It's like that doesn't seem like just instinct. With the parasite. Maybe the cats are parasites. Maybe cats are literally flurkins. Because if you ever look at what a flurkin looks like when it opens up its face, it looks like a giant parasite. It is. The cat also gets a parasite now. Yeah. It worries me about him since he kills a lot of wildlife. That's my only worry about wildcats, is that because he has to deal with that as a thing, it makes me wonder sometimes if that wasn't what really actually got Kira, not what I thought it was. But who knows? No, we don't do enough. It's the irony in that is we're so busy on wasting our research on things that don't matter in this world that those the things that we need to know, like stuff like that, we still don't know. It's like we waste our time on that. Let's see who can make the bigger bomb instead of figuring out what the world is this thing and why is it infecting our brains. It's like that's some Lost Plagueis stuff right there, man. Let's thought about it. That's also Lost Plagueis. That's Resident Evil 4. That is literally what Lost Plagueis does. Is it attaches itself to the spine and the brain of its host and becomes the parasite in control of the host. That's why when you blow the head off of one of the villagers, sometimes weird tentacly creatures and parasite mouths come out of it. So it's I can't wait. What by the way, I can't wait to see how terrible that's going to look, and but good in a good way, in the new version. they're gonna look so nasty. Like those heads coming out of the villagers in the PS5 version is gonna look so disgusting, but good at the same time. So it's like that's kind of what it is at the end of the day. What it behaves like Las Vegas. But I'm gonna go ahead and start wrapping up the stream here, guys. I don't have time to do another battle. But I want to say thank y'all to you guys who joined the chat. Today kind of ended up being more of a vlog. And to be fair, I'm kind of fine with that because there's a lot of things I wanted to talk to y'all about. Plus the extra stuff me and Tam King just talked about for the fun of it. And stuff like that with the current climate of the world going on. And like I said, my final disclaimer, I guess my public announcement of the day is at the end of the day, just talk about it. It doesn't mean it has to be you have to push it or anything, and don't try to push it on people. Don't do that. Don't force it on that person or this person. But I will say, talk about it. Because the more we talk about it as a people, the more things get done. No matter what it is. From government, all the way down to getting to maybe you're having problems with like a neighbor or whatever. Get it out there and get it known. It's the only way to really get things done. Otherwise, nothing will ever change. It'll just be the same old, same old. So, that's my public announcement of the day. This has been PA with Arnott. Yeah, no, that's exactly what I was doing. That's what I was intending. Good, I did it right then. But yeah. And remember, everyone, just because it looks human doesn't mean it's not one of them. Anyways, peace and love, everyone. Thank you so much for joining tonight. Because thank y'all so much for joining tonight, and watching the stream. There will be another stream when I get back home of the late night shift again to continue our progress that we made in FNAF Security Breach. Because now that it might actually be a playable game for me to enjoy, because I really love that game, and I wanted to finish it myself, and I still do. We're going to try to make it even further tonight. Our goal tonight, get past the red light, green light section. Terrible, terrible, terrible place. Get past probably at least, if we have enough time and depending on how much energy I have left and how tired I am, my goal is to beat at least Roxy or maybe Monty tonight. Maybe. We'll see. That depends on how much energy and how much time we get to do the stream. But my main goal is red light, green light. We're about to go take Freddy back down to parts and services, which means we're going to that sector soon. So we'll do that tonight. That I can do in one night, because that section tends to get me a lot. I tend to die a few times every time on that section, just because of how narrow the hallways are. Sometimes it's hard to corral the red light, green light bots into the right area to avoid them. Sometimes you will trap yourself. So it can be a little bit of difficulty to get to do. So we're gonna work on that tonight. And if we do, and like I said, if we get past it, then we're going for Roxy or Monty. Not sure which first yet, because I'm not sure which ending I want to get next first, since we got the original one already. We're not gonna do the one where we just walk out the front. We've already got that ending. There's no point. So we're gonna try to go for either Roxy's rooftop ending, or we'll try to go for Monty's ending, which involves getting the rest of the security passes for this level 10 security doors. I think I may save his. I think we'll do Roxy's first, is what I'm thinking. It'll also let me see what presents I missed, so when I do it in Monty's playthrough, I can get all of them. Well, I've done Fox. I called him Fox. I called her Foxy as well. I did Roxy. I've done Roxy's ending, or her taking her out as an animatronic. I've done multiple times. Like, I've actually done that several times in my playthroughs already. Like, Roxy, I did her the most. Monty, I've only taken out once, technically, on stream. And we need to do, and technically, he's the one you want more, along with Chica, because him and Chica together give you access to the whole Megaplex, other than the security doors that are locked by certain levels. But you can get to the rest of the security offices with Monty's claws. You actually can't, as far as I remember, I don't think you can get a level 10 security pass without Monty. I really don't think you can. So, because I think you need him to get to some of the security offices. So, um, so we'll figure that out tonight, which way we end up going. It'd be funny if he took out the save thing. I'd be kind of cool if he, even though it defeats the purpose, like I said, if he took out the save mechanic that went that after midnight I can't, or after a certain time I can't save the game anymore. It'd be nice if he took that, if that got removed, because then it would let me get both. Because then I can 100% completely do the game. I'll go get both. I'll get Roxy and Monty so I can see where all the presents are and get to them. So, but uh-huh. No, not yet. I don't have. I really, to be fair, don't have any room to start no new series right now for a while. Like I just really can't. There's no openings. That's why I can't do SnowRunner right now until Path of Titans is finished, or until it gets to the point we're done with it until more patches happen. I can't do Miles until Guardians is done. I can't do what's it called? I have to move Stellaris somewhere at some point so we can go back to it. And I've got to figure out who that's gonna replace. So, and then Deathloop will probably happen after Final Fantasy, I would assume. Just because I don't have, I right now Final Fantasy's in my Friday slot, and with two other things. So Final Fantasy will probably have to finish before I can do Deathloop. But and we'll finish both sides before we move on. We'll do Cloud's story and Yuffie's. So we'll do Cloud's first. I did a first look at Yuffie's, but we're actually not going back to hers. Not right now. The only reason why I'm not going back to hers is I do want to finish Cloud's segment first. Because we were like this close from beating the original story. We were so close to the ending I wanted to get to and wanted to experience that they changed. Because they did change one thing about the Shinra building incident. There's a certain someone you will get to fight that you normally never get to fight in that building. And he's got long, silver, beautiful hair. And a terribly long, deadly katana. But it's like, right, yeah, it's Raiden from Metal Gear. But yeah, in this version, technically, you get to actually fight him briefly in the Shinra building, where normally it's a passing fancy. If I remember correctly, the original scene is you just pass him in the hallway. Like he walks by you as you're sneaking through the Shinra president building, or the Shinra president room, where the Shinra president is, and he walks past you in the hallway and just looks at you. Cloud freaks out because he recognizes who that is, but then loses sight of him again because he's losing his mind because his memories are fractured. And it turns out that that was actually the real one. And when they go into the President Shinra office, he has a big ass sword stabbed in his back. So President Shinra is dead. but and Sephiroth basically killed him. So, but in this version, I think you catch him in the act of killing President Shinra, and that's when you fight him briefly. so So they changed that a bit, but I'm kind of happy about that because it gives a little bit more fear to Sephiroth because you're not meant to beat him in that first fight. He's going to tear you up. I think you're only meant to survive it. I think you're literally meant to just dodge him and keep moving and trying to keep your party alive. Oh no, not your party. I think it's just Cloud that finds him. So it's just you and him. It's a 1v1. So, and then you reunite with Tifa and them and Aerith and all them, and that's when you fight the real boss of the Shinra building, which is the giant mechanized robot on the elevator that you're trying to escape on. The one where the joke where they did where in Final Fantasy VII Abridged, Aerith healed the robot. And it's like the robot was hurting, and Barrett's like, "Why did you do that?" Oh, I love Final Fantasy Abridged. It was so good. But it's like, but yeah, that's the real boss of Shinra Building. So, but I am eager to get back to that though. So we're gonna beat that as well. I'm gonna be clamping down pretty hard next week on our schedule, except for Monday. Monday I've got a concert that I'm going to, so I won't be here Monday afternoon. Early, even earlier, I'll be gone that day. So I hope y'all. So I'm gonna go ahead and call it for right now. I wanted to give y'all that heads up. Thank y'all so much for joining me and Tam King and Seeley. And oh, yo, you should play some World of Tanks. Nah, I'm not a fan of World of Tanks. The tank game on my channel is War Thunder. I don't really like World of Tanks. World of Warships, it's a decent game. I like it. It has too many paid for things in the Legends version versus PC, but like when it comes to tanks, nah. I'm a War Thunder boy all the way. I prefer my tanks to perform like real tanks. I don't like arcade tank games. Um, but Warships is a bit different, like I said. So, but it's like facts. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's like I said. I like Warships. I love it, but it's just it's just a little expensive sometimes. But yeah, but with World of Tanks, there's premium ammo in World of Tanks unless they took that out. So I'm like, nah, 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 nah. I don't want to have to. I don't want to get killed because someone is paying real money for better ammo than me. World of Warships doesn't do that, so that's why I like World of Warships. Um, well, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, and that's kind of what World of Tanks does is you can buy premium ammo that has better pen on it, and it's kind of bull. So there's not really a real skill to that game compared to World of Warships. World of Warships takes skill. It has some RNG problems, but other than that, it still takes skill. War Thunder also takes skill. But I'll always be a War Thunder boy. But which speaking of War Thunder, we'll probably play some of that tomorrow. Just to give y'all a heads up. If we don't play some Minecraft instead. So maybe both. Because like I said, I'm gonna be pretty tight on the schedule this week. So other than Monday, I'm gonna be trying to do as many streams this coming week as I can, so we can get some of these series done that are going a little long, just a little. So FNAF is one of those. FNAF may actually next week get multiple night shifts during the week. I'm pretty sure after Tuesday, I'm gonna stay up. I'm gonna stay up around midnight every day after that just to get it done. I'm coming. I know what time it is. I know. Uh, what's up? Oh yeah. I'm not gonna get a bath, by the way. I already decided. Yeah, I know. But yeah. But I'm gonna get off here real quick, guys. I hope y'all have enjoyed this. But yeah, we'll be doing that this week to finish off some of our series. We're gonna be booking it through it. Monday will be the only day that's not happening because of my concert Monday. But yeah, nice. I hope y'all have enjoyed this episode of World of Warships as we grind for the Musashi. Also, that will be here by next week, most likely, because I should have it done by the beginning of next week. So, y'all will be seeing Musashi soon. I have to wait. I have to wait for Weekly Havoc 5 at this point. But that's all that's holding me back now at this point. 4 is basically done. I just need for 5 to pop up. So we should have Musashi as well very soon. So cannot wait. So excited. But thank you for joining, everyone. Big shout out to Vic9. Also, I don't know if you're the Vic I know, like Victor. If this is you, welcome back, bro. It's been a long time. Or if you're a new Victor to the channel, welcome the same. Welcome. But welcome everybody to the channel who's also sees this in the future and catching this after the stream. Thank y'all so much. Big shout out to all you guys out there. Stay safe out there, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye, everyone.